Hello everybody, good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Hi, let's get these ones in. How you guys doing? Happy the War Within official release day. Get everybody in here with us. Happy launch day. I would like to thank WolfCloud for a 19-month resub. What timing? Thank you very much. Kid Cat Sue with a 36-month resub. Happy 3 years, Sue. Hello, Hazel. Hello. And Softy with a 10-month resub. Happy Twitch drops, all. Happy Twitch drops. We've got the Ghastly Charger available, as well as there's a pet. I actually need to I need to give some gift subs to somebody else to get one at some point so I can take a look at it. There's an owl pet available as part of the same time frame if you give 2 gift subs. Let me see. We're looking at drops. There's the command. There's the article. Made tea. Ready for some new content. It's happening. Everyone stay calm. I decided that for today's stream content, I want to start leveling my first alt. Right now, I have... Why did I log into my priest? Did I want something here? Was something calling me? I don't know. I guess I can show you where I'm at on my first character, but I definitely want to... start leveling my first alt, and I specifically want to target quest lines that I have not yet done on my main for reputation, as well as just to get the stuff. And I want to gather. I'm gonna play my hunter, I'm going to get mining and herbalism, and I'm gonna pick some gosh darn flowers. Day, giving out 5 gift subs. Thank you very, 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 very much. Appreciate it. Carolee Pipers with another 5 gift subs. Thanks, guys. Zarthanus, thanks for giving out 5 gift subs. Holy smokes, appreciate it. 2 to the same separate subs. Details in the article. I'm not 100% sure, if we're being completely honest. I know it's 2 subs for the supportive streamer. Everybody giving 5s being very generous. Let's see here. You wanna read it? Let's read it real quick. So this is what the pet looks like. This is the Watcher of the Huntress pet. Alwyn, thanks for giving out 2 gift subs. Starting August 26th at 3 p.m. Pacific, aka now, until September the 26th at 10 a.m. Pacific. Aw, guys! Kazuka, Zoldak, thank you for the gift subs. Anyone else having trouble with brands looted XP? Huh, thanks for the 5-month resub. I haven't done I haven't done any delves, honestly, since I finished leveling. I'm not sure. Say says, thank you for the 6-month resub. Happy half a year. For the Watcher of the Huntress pet, while the channel is live streaming World of Warcraft, such as I am now, purchase a cumulative of 2 subscriptions of any tier to earn the reward. Doesn't say if you can split them up. It does say cumulative, so maybe. Any subs purchased above the start time will not be counted, and you must be live streaming WoW with the category set to WoW, as we are right now. Flare, thanks for the gift subs. Purgatory, thanks for the gift subs. Thanks for picking me, guys. I'm so flattered. I'm so honored. I'm very grateful. I appreciate it a lot. Oh, man. So, that's... Oh, yeah, I was going to show you my gear. I was going to show you where we were at. People popping off. Zandia, thanks for the gift subs. Love the mail. Love the mail. Gertusk, thanks for the... Oh, he smokes Gertusk. Stasis gift subs. Hype train level 7. Moss Muncher with 5 gift subs. Holy smokes. Oh, Kitty Cat, you're here. Kitty Cat, do you have any words? Do you have any words for our people of the hype train? Aw, shucks, guys. Holy smokes. Sarahwin, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it very much. Hunter Kasaka with gift sub. Steph the Bee with a gift sub. That was actually another thing. Oh, that's why I logged in. That's right. I wanted to show you what the drop mount was going to be. Kitty Cat, are you going to... No, you're just... Okay. Hi. We can be cute in this moment. I was going to show you the Ghastly Charger. So that is for... The Ghastly Charger is going to be for just watching the stream. That one does not... Oh, it's not going to be so rare anymore in a little bit. It's an old TCG mount that is going to be our current Twitch drop. Yeah, I saw they did a new Deathwing plush sheet. Holy moly, guys! Softy, thanks for the gift subs. Clusterphobia, Thopterbot, thanks, guys. Holy smokes, we hit 5 gift subs. Oh man. So the Bee, Steph the Bee, Hype Train. I don't know if I've seen a level 9. That's nuts, guys. Holy smokes. Yeah, there's the drops. Appreciate it, guys. I'm going to be here today for approximately like 3 to 3.5 hours. And then I haven't decided yet what we're going to do tomorrow, but I have a feeling something. Derek, thank you very much The gift subs much deserved. Aw, shucks. So this is where I'm at in the War Within. I'm item level 554. I've got a couple of weak pieces of gear. I'm not too worried about my item level right now. I'm not playing this character today. I just kind of wanted to show you what early access has gotten me. I've played on stream, and I've played like an hour or two here and there off stream. I was doing some world quests today earlier. But for the most part, I've been only really mainly playing on stream. So I got leveled. My item level's at 554. I have some assorted pieces kind of ranging from 571 down to like 530. Oh, come on, Panda. Thanks for the gift subs. Oz469. Some anonymous gift subs as well. Thanks, guys. Almaze GG. Hype train level 10. I don't even know what that does. Blue-eyed beast. Thanks for the gift sub. Holy smokes. So yeah, my professions. My cooking is at skill 38. My alchemy is at 28. My enchanting is at 28. My alchemy is at 1. And that's one of the reasons that I want to level my second character with Gathering, is so I can get some herbs that I feel comfortable with destroying, because everything's really valuable right now, but if I pick it myself and I pretend that I couldn't have possibly sold it, then we'll be in good shape. I actually made like 10, maybe 20k off of the fish that I caught just on Saturday when I was fishing for 1 hour for the fishing derby. That was kind of nuts. I was shocked at how valuable all of that was. Holy moly, gift subs. Rehawk with the gift subs. Elsie off with the gift subs. Wicked Fate, Selamare, some more anonymous gift subs. Thanks, guys. It's in cute pet. I'm gonna have to get mine later. Panda the man. Gift subs. Holy smokes. It's actually like scrolling faster than chat. That's wild. Lebriel. Happy Bee Noises. Gabrielle Bellanazzo with 5 gift subs. Guys. Runner Geek. Appreciate it. I would say stop, but I don't mean it. Rika B, thank you very much. Alright, you want to see how cute my hunter is? I need to make sure I pick up herbing and mining, because that's gonna be pretty important. She's so precious. She's wearing Night Elf Heritage Armor. We have 2 pets that we tamed before the War Within came out from the Emerald Dream, and then we're gonna get another one. Hi, kitty cat. You're being so cute. We're gonna get another one from Ringing Deeps when we get there. It would be faster for me to level this alt in normal dungeons. That's what people have been kind of saying, is that random normals are kind of the way to go. But I specifically want to do the quest lines for the Sojourner achievements that I haven't done yet. I think it might be kind of messy trying to figure out which ones are which. So one thing that I want to maybe do is look on my add-on manager, which, as you can see here, for BTW, and see if I have BTW quests for, I wonder if, do they have the War Within? They do. Okay, so I'm going to install that. I'm going to hide my monitor share here. And I'm going to have that enabled so I can maybe use that to pick through where to like start quests and stuff. Holy smokes. Break the Back giving us some gifts. Cyber Mike B with a 2-month 3. So thanks, Cyber Mike. Zerse with 10 months. Appreciate it very much. Arasoon giving us some gift subs. Janahita with some gift subs. It's just all quests. Holy, hang on. There was chat. There was chat. Does Flabby have 15 alts leveled yet? Flabby has... I want to say just the 2 characters. I'm not even sure if his Demon Hunter is at 80. It might be. I think he's been making gold. He's been going in on the professions in the gold making. It's all black magic to me. I don't know what he's doing. Honey Berry, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. I dodge everything I'm dodging too. Nerd Violet giving out gift subs. Holy moly. Alright, so profession-wise, I don't think I ever picked any up, if we're being honest with ourselves. Also, I want I want a little bit more sound. Omega X-Nautil, giving out gifts. Sinister Grace, the Jassy, thank you very much. 5, holy smokes. Razo81, anonymous gift subs. Grass to everybody who's picking one up. We do have some emotes in here if you felt like using them. We've got some kitty cat emotes. We've got the Hazel Love, which was drawn by me a million years ago. It's cuter when it's really tiny. Yeah. Hazel Lark's my favorite. I have it like hotkey to my keyboard. Mediocrity Squared, thanks for the gift subs. Oakoa, appreciate it. So let's grab... Oh yeah, I have no professions at all. I'm not even going to bother with secondaries. My main thing that I want is mining and herbing. So I can do that... This is my first character that I've actually started. War Within. Meet Jaina and Silithus? Is that necessary? What happens if I abandon it? They're not going to let me, like, not start the War Within. I'm going to go to Stormwind and figure out where it is that I want to... No, it does start here, doesn't it? This is... Is this Legion Dalaran? This is Legion Dalaran. Oh, but I can skip the Legion Dalaran part. I'm just going to go to Stormwind. We'll figure it out eventually. Mjolnir, KP, thanks for the gift sub. Nelply with the gift subs. Appreciate it very much. Holy smokes. We also had Thriston, Angel Like Sweetie, Domina Umrum, Her Worshipfulness, Law Gnome Jack, Jester Harl. Thanks, guys. You can just use a portal. I'm just going to noodle around until I figure out where I'm going. I'm not in a huge hurry. I've been feeling kind of anxious about not knowing what I'm doing in the War Within yet, and today, at least, what I've realized is that, first of all, that's normal, and I kind of expected that. That's just me. But then I just need to play the game and not worry so much about being lost or looking dumb. And I know I'm going to learn things best if I just kind of run around and look lost. I'm sure it's frustrating to watch. I'm sure it sucks, but eventually that's how I usually learn things, is a combination of just like reading Wowhead articles and then doing it wrong until I get the hang of it. So I'm going to stick with that tried and true formula. Luna Deer, thanks for the gift subs. Appreciate it, guys. So much hype. So I appreciate anyone trying to help me by telling me where to go, but I am just gonna kind of noodle. I guess if they want me to teleport to Silphus, then we can do that. Amphibious Cat, thanks for the 6-month resub. Happy year. Georgian C, giving out some gift subs. Oh, my character fell over. Hi, Jaina. So what I want to do is I want to keep an eye out for places where they're going to let me skip things. Yeah, skip the Dalaran introduction, travel to Dornogal. I appreciate it. We're going to do that. Magna Killer, oh, thanks for the gift subs. More anonymous gift subs. Necros, Kitarov, appreciate it, guys. Rivsy Gaming. I apologize if I miss any names here. I really appreciate all the support. Just wait 2 weeks until I can play. Currently working, then going on holiday. It'll be here. We're going to be here for years. All right, this is my ferocity pet Flip. Very cute. I want my cunning pet for movement speed, I think. I don't know how in danger I'm going to be while I'm leveling. This is, this owl. I tamed it in Emerald Dream. Very cute. Coming with me. Deaden, thanks for the gift sub. Little Floof with a 12-month resub. 1 year. Can't believe I got my golden acorn. Thank you for so many amazing WoW stream adventures. Oh, shucks. So one thing I want to do is I want to track my Sojourner achievement for Isle of Dorn and start specifically with these ones if at all possible. I'm also going to get my BTW quest macro. I had one that pulls up the interface for the add-on. Let's see what it looks like. Actually, first of all, it should be turned on. Auto load. View all. Is it broken down? It is. Okay, so different campaign quests. This is Isle of Dorn. So I'm specifically looking for a Titanic Expedition and Brotherhood in the Skullsdal Wood. There's Titanic Expedition. Prerequisites level to 68. And it should show me where I'm going from this. Wolf Cloud, thanks for the gift subs. My ghost just yells. Thanks for the gift subs, Tony. Appreciate it very much. Level 15 hype train. Absolutely. Certifiably bananas. Gaming Hybrid, thanks for the brand new sub. You do you. We love you. Oh, shucks. I actually have been having a really nice time playing today. I was just wandering around on my main earlier. Go to Rannon Corn. Is it marking it on my map? Also, isn't there a way for me to have my map explored since I've done it already on a different character? Is there like is it a toy? Or was that for other older zones? I kind of thought that was like an option. Oh, I see. It's marked on my map right there. All right, let me go see if I can start that. Mona, 1385. Thanks very much for giving out. Starman, appreciate it. There is an add-on. I want an in-game way to do it, though. Scoots, thanks for the gift subs. Also, I brought a teacup, and I have a leftover pot of tea I made this morning, so if I want lukewarm green tea, now is the time. JM, thanks for the 5 gift subs. The Warband toy. Do we know what it's called? If I look in my toy box, what if I search map? Does that help me? The Warband mapped to everywhere, all at once. Reveal maps of regions that have been fully explored by a member of your warband. Don't remember how I got it. We'll use it. Much better. Lovely. Happy with that. Did I go too far? I did go too far. Nicole Marlies, thanks for the gift subs. Rattle Regalement. Moogle Trips. Nurse Ducky, appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. Alright. Can I do any quests here? Yeah, I can. Perfect. Okay. We're going to start right here. I'm not going to have very many. That's funny. They want me to go right over there. Oh, I remember I started doing this when I was leveling my priest at the very end of my leveling trip, and then the quests were like really slow, and it was like late at night, and I just wanted to be 80 so I could go to bed. And I was like, nope, I will not catch these electric eels. It's not happening. Von Doom, thanks for the gift sub. Cells Wolf, Shakira Fuego, Forebringer, appreciate it, guys. Where are the Ajkahet side quests? World quests? I haven't seen any either. If they exist, they might need unlocking. So that is level question mark, which makes me feel like I should not pull it. Also, I'm going to have, speaking of world quests, I'm going to have world quests. I'm going to Beastmaster loot spec. I'm going to have world quests that I can do while leveling because I have unlocked that on my mains. That's kind of nice. Let's see here.
I'm a little busy.
Cataloging. Titan artifacts. I did this as a world quest earlier. I wonder if I can do the same quest as a world quest and an actual quest. Is this going to give me credit for both? No, it will not. Okay. Maybe they're different items. Julia Deer, thank you very much. Minstrel 43. Sarah Logic, appreciate it. Okay. Oh, no. I need herbalism. It's very important. I know I flew all the way out there, but this is a flower, and that was part of my dream for the day. So hang on, we have to go back. I also didn't set my Hearthstone. So we'll need to do that too. So don't mind me. This will be a short detour. Also, what kind of Hearthstone do I want to use? We have lots of Hearthstone toys. I'm gonna put, let's see, I'm a Night Elf Hunter. I'm very cute. It's a very cute Night Elf Hunter. Furry Forever, thanks for the gift subs. Plethora, Heraclitus, Annette SWE, Sandman, thank you guys. Oh my gosh, the hype train's still going. That's wild. Pupset Puck, appreciate it very, very much. Oh, you guys are so sweet. I wasn't sure if, the last time that they did a support a streamer campaign, I was really blown away by the support that we got from it. It made like a big difference in me being able to like, moving expenses basically. It was around the same time, I think. Was it after? I don't know. I remember there was some kind of expense where I'm like, thank goodness this thing happened because that took something that could have been really stressful and it made it totally fine. And I wasn't sure if we would do the same kind of energy this time around because I know I haven't been making as many videos recently, even though we've been keeping up streams, but I really appreciate it. Holy smokes. Wikipedia, anonymous gift subs. Makahoni with a 5-month resub. Thanks very much. I want to make sure I see if I can get a couple of chat messages through here too. So I am here. I want to get my Hearthstone set to the inn. I want to get my herbalism trained and I want to get my mining trained. I completely forgot to do this before I came out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for a guard because I'm still learning my way around this place. Everything I feel like is in the middle and that's not that helpful of a thing to remember. It's like a big middle. Punka144, thanks very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Monday Hazel stream. You have to pledge to one of 3 dudes for the World Quest in Ajkahet. We can't do that yet. Ooh, good to know. Good to know. Nikki Zebra, thank you. Blood Riku, anonymous gift subs. Autopole, thanks for the bits. Oh, holy moly. Let's see here. Guards. So, if you could tell me where the inn is, I feel like I should know that. It's right around the corner. That would be it. We were almost there. 17. Aw. There's an incoming ad break, and I have a feeling that quite a few of you are not going to have to watch the ads. Because of all the subs go flying around. Moadeep, thanks very much for the 5 gift subs. Solar Punk, appreciate it. See me freeze with a 22-month resub. Oh, shucks. Alright. We've set our Hearthstone. That's important. My unlevel's like 481, so I'm gonna be wearing this gear for a while, but not as crazy long as I was wearing my gear on my priest. Profession training-wise, let's do herbalism, which I feel like was right by the alchemy trainer. Because I definitely remember where that was. Aria, thanks for the gift sub. Casabu with a 50-month resub. Appreciate it very much. That is such a long time. Ellie Garland, giving out some gift subs. Nikki Zebra with a brand new Prime sub. Appreciate it. Sills Wolf, gift sub. Scythe Gaming, 2-month resub. You guys. Gosh. Alright, we got herbalism. And then we got Kazal Garbalism. Very good, very good. And then we need mining as well, which I have a feeling is going to be somewhere near the enormous dwarf flattener. Bold as love, thanks for the gift subs. Newbie Holic, with a pair of gift subs. Autopull giving it 5. Oh man, should we pour some lukewarm green tea? At least the cup's pretty, although it is going to sap any remaining heat out of this. This is going to be, we're going to call it iced green tea. Engineering training, blacksmithing training. Is there maybe a guard that can help me? Hello? Yes, yes there is. Great, thank you very much.
The coreway must be protected.
I haven't done any gathering at all this expansion so far. It looks fun and I've heard it's pretty profitable. I'm gonna hold the herbs. I'm gonna stash the herbs in my war bank so that I can try to get my alchemy off the ground on my priest. I'm gonna have to accept that it's gonna be kind of a loss for a while and that's just gonna be fine. But the mining I think is gonna be just straight profit. Like I don't see any good reason why I should not just post each and every little scrap of ore that I get onto the auction house. So I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. There's invisible nodes? Holy smokes. Vexlar, thanks for giving out some gift subs. Not if this gift or gift subs. Easy mining sucks. What is easy mining? 2 subs to 1 streamer. All of the details that I know are in the Blizzard article. It was a little ambiguous in whether it needed to be the same streamer. Can I kill this? I can. That one's only level 70. Starry Night, thanks very much for the 2 gift subs. Or that drop bombs. Ooh, that's right. People were saying they were dying to those. What's the trick? Is there a trick? There must be. What is the secret? Because I know like in Dragonflight you had like the fiery ore. And you could survive by dousing yourself in water. Move out. Oh. I mean, I love it when it's straightforward. Do you know if the weekly events, Theater Troop, and Isle of Dorn available now? I don't know. I haven't taken a look just yet. Sir Hall, thanks very much for the gift subs. Cardboardist, NKL with a brand new sub. Appreciate it, guys. Holy smokes, I can't believe the hype train's not over. Lucky Proto, thank you very much. Sort of find the right corner to mine from and not get hit. I guess I'll find out soon enough, but does it hit you like while you're mining, like before you've even finished picking up the node? Also, this wasn't really on my bingo card doing this quest, but it's right in front of me and it's gonna give me a it's gonna give me a something. I can't resist world quests. Jenny Twin, thanks very much for the gift subs. Kaji with gift subs. Kratos, gift subs. Zekthal, Raccoon Gaming, thanks guys. Whoa. I need a little bit of this. No trick, just move, start mining again. Okay. Pop my paladin bubble and then mine. Oh, I wonder if I could mine in turtle on this character. Originally, I was going to use my Night Elf Druid to be my gathering character, and I may still do double gathering on that character, because there's really no point in me having crafting on a character if I'm not going to actually, like, invest the golden time to level it and start crafting stuff. That was something that I did in Dragonflight a few times, is I thought I was going to have, like, this alt crafting profession empire, and I had, like, a bunch of different characters that covered a bunch of different professions, and I sunk some gold into getting them, like, leveled and getting them started and getting them professional equipment and stuff, and then, like, I pretty much didn't... I might have made something off of tailoring. I did tailoring cooldowns for a little bit, but for the most part, I think it was like an entire waste of time. Not because having an alt army with professions is a bad idea. It's a great idea. It's just that I personally did not have the bandwidth to keep up with it. Dizzy Evie, thanks for the brand new sub. Pleasure me 305 with some gift subs and a spicy dip. Let me catch up on chat here. I had my chat paused. Shucks, guys. Trouble seeing herb nodes on the map. Turned all add-ons off. What am I messing up? The only thing is to double check in your tracking, the little spyglass by the zone name. Double check to make sure that find herbs is on. Failing that, maybe there just aren't any herbs, but those are my only 2 ideas. Other than that, it could be some kind of a bug or some kind of an add-on thing. But you said you turned your add-ons off. Alright, Valdraken deserted on my server. What's going on? Valdraken, what year is it? Oh, I want to do it just because there's transmog. This was the other reason why I decided not to take any gathering professions on my main when I was leveling, is I knew I kind of sort of wanted to, like, speed level a little bit. Not that we did it crazy fast, but we did level the first night. And I knew that if I had gathering professions on, it would take me 5 times as long to do anything, because every single time I saw any kind of a node, I would have to detour to go get it. Dorky Devon, Alba High, thanks very much for the gift subs, guys. Gaffa 3007, Robble. Oh, shucks. Have you tried the Dark Flame Cleft dungeon? I don't think that I have since beta. I did play it on alpha ages and ages ago. I haven't tried it on live yet. I did, I think, 2 or 3 different dungeons on my priest. There's a potion for hidden nodes. Potion of True Sight. Oh. Yeah, you get flying right away. And then once you've explored all of the zones, you get Pathfinder, which lets you do static flying if you prefer that. Loving the expansion in early access. 6 characters to 80 already. Holy smokes, you're motoring. Brother level 70, 80. Entirely on Gallery made around 800k gold. That's so much. That's so many. How do I get a Vicious Saddle? You would need, assuming it's the same thing that it's been in past expansions, you would need to do enough PvP, enough rated PvP once the season starts, so it's not available yet. Enough rated PvP to earn the current season Vicious mount, which requires winning rated games at 1k rating or higher, so either 2s, 3s, or RBGs. And then part 2 is to fill the bar again, so then it gives you a generic saddle you can trade for any mount that you want. Oh. Jedi Bob, thanks for the gift sub. Sarah Lee with a brand new Prime sub. Holy smokes, guys. Yeah, you can buy honor gear as of right now. Why do I feel like that's one of the many things that's probably lining Flabby's pockets? Banal, thanks for the gift subs. Holy smokes. Sarah Lee, Lola Lachey, appreciate it, guys. Okay. I'm getting wildly distracted by world quests. I haven't even done the single little side quest line that I wanted to do for Sojourner. I will do it. We will get there, but I mean, world quests don't even spawn that often. There's no harm in doing it. It's gonna give me a transmog. Gaff 3007. Thanks, guys. Hype train 18. Can't keep up with chat. The hype train is turbo hype. Happy launch day for everyone. Happy War Within launch day. I hope everybody has shelves / refrigerators lined with the snacks of their dreams. I hope you got the time off that you want, either now or whenever it's convenient. Over the Edge with a brand new sub. Lightning Bug giving it 5 gift subs. Ducky, thanks for the 34-month resub. Holy smokes, that's a lot of stuff that I could gather. I should sell some of this ore to find out if I'm rich yet. Hang on. I only have 1,000 gold on this character, so pretty much anything's gonna help. Whoa, oh. Oh, that was really close. That was really close. Owie. Mama Blue Wolf, giving that a gift sub. Yeah, the bees are 80? Apparently. Oh, one of my pets died. Am I rich? Yes. Actually, by my standards for copper quality, generic, widely available ore, yes, I am wealthy. It's a third of my hunter's net worth all over again for now. Here we go. Res the pet. Res the pet. Let's get it to level 20. All right. I'm heading back to where I was working on my quest line. We have herbing and we have mining now, so that's what I wanted. And we also managed to get our Hearthstone set to Dornigal, so we're in good shape. I am already, despite the fact that I've accomplished very little, 27%. I'm a quarter of the way through this level. I had like a teeny tiny little bit arrested. I'm sure it's going to be gone in no time. I don't know why I'm a Tauren. I'm going to chalk that up as a later me problem. I think I got the redeem sorted. Nice. Hunter rare pets, you have to be 84. Let's see. Took 2 weeks off from work. My colleagues looked confused when I said I was traveling to Kaz Elgar. Oh man, if I was your coworker and I hadn't heard of the War Within or WoW, I pretty much would just be like, "Oh yeah, wow, I've heard it's beautiful there." Like, is it a long flight? Like, just completely pretending that's definitely a place that I've got on my bucket list. My trinket. Oh, that's right. I have the Weathered Northern Sigil. That is what is doing that. I have the trinket from the pre-patch event. This character isn't like full Radiant Echoes gear, so this will be a good way for me to find out kind of what the power level feels like for that. It's okay, thank you very much for some gift subs. Holy smokes. Wow. Ducky gave out another 10 gift subs. If it ever changes you into a Rifle, it makes the mount you're on super tiny. It's so funny. Could you do me one huge gameplay related favor? What's up? What's up, Buttercup? What if I told you get one and it's like the only one you get for the whole month? Are you using it now? Talent point. Okay. Oh, I have a few talent points actually. See if we can just starter build it. Snub, no thanks for the gift subs. No. Vargas, brand new sub. Appreciate it very much. All right, we need more of these relics. It feels pretty good being on a actual quest as well as the world quest that matches it at the same time. Even if it's not exactly the same loot, I feel like I'm really getting somewhere here. Isaacs, thanks for the gift subs. Why does everyone need to use a crafting table now? Yeah, it's part of the game. We got those in Dragonflight. They're sticking around. I kind of like them. You can craft some basic stuff without them. Like, as an alchemist, I was always able to make, like, health pots and whatever in the field, but I don't know, I like being able to... I like having to go to the tool bench. It gives me some reason to have some connection to a place in the city. There's so many things that you can just kind of summon for free to yourself now. It's nice to be like, oh yes, I'm going to stop by my shop. Delana Lynn, thanks very much for the gift subs. I was so focused on watching a cutscene, the ad started and made me jump. Engineers can make portable ones now. Legion class on mounts are fairly easy to get. They take a little bit of doing. There's some questing. There's a couple of points in the questing where you're going to have to stop and wait for missions to complete, but it's not too hard. I was working on them for a while in late Dragonflight. We were just kind of chunking through and catching up on extras. It is weird that you cannot craft cloth bolt. They've made some changes to tailoring. I also heard you needed thread, like you needed a vendor purchased item in order to craft cloth bolts, which sounded kind of wild to me. Hype train complete. Community contributed a total of 421 gift subs. For context, in like kind of late Dragonflight, as a more or less, I'm reluctant to call myself a full-time streamer, but you know, like a 5-day-a-week streamer, we were hovering in kind of like the 500 to 600 sub range, so this has nearly doubled my sub count. It's bananas. Just in the first hype train, in the first 30 minutes of this promotion. Osveneer, thanks for the gift subs. Julia Deer, appreciate it. How far do these 421 subs get us to the last wig? Should I put it on if we get to 1,000 total? Should I double check? I think actually we would be past it. I think that if we were trying to get to just like 1,000 subs, I think we're probably there.
State your business.
What you're saying is to expect this on a daily basis going forward. I feel like it's going to be front-loaded, but that is a-okay. Real Marky B, thanks for the gift subs. Brian, 1977. Uh-oh. They want me to pay attention. No. Little Raven, thanks very much. Over the edge. Appreciate it. Just keep some you can afford that cow friend for Moose. Were we getting a cow? I don't think we're getting a cow. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Mark. Jolinair, appreciate it. 19-month resub. Oh, hey, we did it. I don't know what we did, but we did it. And that was the little side quest. We just have one more, and then we're gonna get our first Sojourner achievement. The rest of them I need a lot more from. The rest of them are probably not going to be this easy. Isle of Dorn, I'm looking for Brotherhood in the Skullsdal Wood. It looks like that is starting in the middle there. Also, if I do this pet battle, I'm going to get another 13 polished pet charts. Do you get reputation repeatedly for repeating world quests? Like, obviously I can repeat a world quest. Does it? I know there's no rep for the... It doesn't seem like you get rep for the pet battle ones. Once per warband? Okay. Interesting. Alright. Holy moly. Maxifly, Sorrow, Ilandil, Senes, thanks very much for the subs. Moon Pie with a brand new Prime sub, appreciate it. You've gotten red pepper ones? I was doing a bunch of them earlier, and I was at, oh man, there's so many herbs and stuff. There's so many herbs and stuff. I need all of them. I need everything. It seems like at least the professions that I've seen so far, they have added kind of a scrapping element to stuff, so I don't feel bad about making early stuff. Ironclaw sounds like a bird. Also, this mount does look ridiculous. It's an ore. How's the expansion so far? It's really cool. I will feel better about it, as is tradition, in another week when I know what I'm doing. I am always kind of overwhelmed and frazzled for the first bit, and then when I finally like played enough of it, especially like on my own time off stream, because I think I lose IQ when I'm streaming, and I think that's normal. But we're a little more scattered than normal. So I need to like log enough just off stream, just kind of like noodling around time to kind of feel like I know what I want to do, and then we feel much better. But it's still been really fun. I had a blast leveling the first night of early access. Meowkaberry, thanks for the Prime sub. Buckler, Bill, and Pain Merchant, thanks for the gift subs, guys. I wish I could hang out all afternoon and evening, but I have I have a yoga class. I have to go awkwardly sit in a room and try not to make eye contact with the other people that are more socially capable than me. Bombs! Oh, those were the bombs. I think I just got super lucky, or else I'm really talented, because I don't think those hit me at all and I was not paying attention. I don't know about the gold sync mount yet. I collected the new pets that were on the vendor, and I've got a handful of the wild pets. There's definitely more pets that I need, though. Living World overrated. But the yoga makes me feel like spaghetti. I have to go. Besides, I feel like if I keep going, eventually I will... Like, I don't think I'm ever going to start talking to people, because let's keep our expectations reasonable. But I think that eventually I might not be as uncomfortable in my silence. Oh, I could kill this rare. I don't even know what I stop and kill the rares for. It says that I'm 29 of 2,000 attempts for a crackling shard. I don't even know what a crackling shard is, but I want it. Yeah, the spaghetti is a good thing. It's when you're all... You feel like your bones are all gone. Oh, it's like such a good sore. Oh, I got shoulders. It's for a mount, you need 10 of them. Bet you start talking to people eventually. I mean, if someone says, like, have a good night, I'll be like, thank you, you too. And then I'll debate whether or not they hate me on the way out. Do you recognize people? Eyes down. Yoga, get out. I know, like, the instructors, and I do recognize a couple other people, or at least I know the names from hearing other people in the room. I don't wear my glasses in yoga, so I can't actually see detail that well. Like, I'm not going to bump into people on purpose. But I'm not going to, like, necessarily log faces. So if they weren't in my beginner course with me, then I'm probably not going to remember what they look like or ever look at them, because I'm kind of an eyes to myself kind of person. Dashian, thanks for giving it a gift sub. Also, where your eyes go is also something that is dictated by the yoga. It's called your drishti, your gaze point, and it's important. So usually it's not aimed at other people. There's usually somewhere specific you're supposed to look. For a new mount grind like the old Alani one. Oh. I see, I see. I am just... I'm realizing it was a very good thing I didn't do gathering. On my priest, I would not have finished leveling. It's too much fun. I can't stop. Where was I even going? I think I was going to do the pet battle. I should make myself do that last little quest line just so that I can finish one achievement and feel like we've done something here. My inner spirit demands my eyes. I feel like that's a bit over the line for here. We're a fairly wholesome place. I'm not gonna perma you, but we keep it pretty clean. Mushroom enemies are real cute. I've hit a snag in the Ringing Deeps. Doing the quest, sympathetic speaker. Got to the last guy, couldn't interact with him. Sometimes I have to like walk away from the NPC and reload on a quest in order to be able to pick it up. I've had that happen to me a few times. How long are you staying around? Roughly another, let's see, I've been live for like 45. I was going to do kind of 3 to 3.5, so call it between 2 and 3 more hours. Adorabella, thank you very much for the brandy sub. I guess less than 3 hours. Less than 3. So it says Council of Dornegal, but it is grayed out. But that one's grayed out too. I don't know. I don't think I've done this world quest on my priest. Jelly 6989, thanks very much. Brand new Prime sub. Appreciate it. Walk away, sometimes it'll fix. I do use Leatrix Plus, which automates quest turn in and pickup, and I feel like sometimes maybe that's why, or at least that's what I've been blaming. I've been feeling like it's been getting like hung up a little bit sometimes, but it could also be just the game itself. Can I do this? I guess the question is whether or not I can keep my eyes off of chat. I'm easily distracted. You know what? I'm the normal amount of distracted. It's 2024, where most of us are easily distracted. Anybody with like undisputable laser-like focus is probably like meditating on a mountain somewhere. So we're among friends here. I think we're cool. No, don't look, don't look. I was just thinking about it. We can do it. Listen, if we drive the bird faster, then we'll be done. Haha. Denalia, thanks for the prime sub. Raising Helvetica with an 11-month resub. Crystalline Rose, LBY3, Nerf to Derp. Thanks for the gift subs, guys. Okay, let's just go do the quest line. The 13 pet charms with 4 hours left are like calling to me. I can't even explain it. I'm pretty sure I have over 5,000 pet charms in my bank. And I've already bought all the new pet charm pets, right? Like that was one of the first things I did was I went to the vendor, Edia or something like that. What's her name? There was like a leaf nose bug. I bought a leaf nose bug. Hang on. Brown leaf bug from World Vendors War Within. Anyway, I bought all of the vendor pets. And I still have like 5k left over. So there's really no good reason. So that's a wanted quest. This is, I think, yeah, that's what we're after. That's the one that we want. Well, the wanted quest is right over there. DM Cruz, thanks for the brand new sub. Couple of anonymous gift subs, thank you. Fire, 5 gift subs. Theo Tyrone, thanks, guys. Focus is for people without serotonin from side quests. I get like 2,000 experience for picking up. These are so fun because every time, even if I get literally like 1 ore or like 2 herbs, it's still like 50 gold, 70 gold, 30 gold, you know, like for what? And experience. It's kind of addictive. Lord Agathiel, thanks for the gift subs. The other one, gift subs, appreciate it. Both of these go back to Dornagal, so I could just probably hearth, as opposed to straining my very tired bird. We can use our... I was going to use a cute hearthstone. I was going to use the Love is in the Air one. Love... Pebble Feet's Lovely Hearthstone, that's the name of it. Got there eventually. You guys can't see it, but I've got a really cute cat on my lap. Yeah, that's true. We can use the charm to buy items to level up pets. And I'll probably do that eventually. I just kind of want to get a feel for how many new ones I'm going to need to do that for. Are you selling your herbs? I'm going to keep the herbs to do alchemy with, even if it is a gold loss for me to do so. I know I'm going to want to have the alchemy leveled up eventually, so I'm just going to sink any herbs that I get into that. And that's my plan. I got Craft Sim all updated. It had a bunch of updates recently. An oddball and Dornagal. Who, me? Xandor, thanks for the gift subs. Jim Baba Bubbaloo the third with a brand new sub. And a name that is extremely fun to say. Glad to see you live. Glad to be live. I never get on Mondays. I don't think I've been on a Monday in years. But, you know, it's launch day. We had to. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Are you streaming? I was on the fence about it. I'm gonna say probably, though. I feel like we probably should. Trash Kitty, thanks for giving out 2 gift subs. Even if this is all we're doing, just taking it. What on earth is happening? Are you tanning? Oh, yeah. She's living.
What is your
She doesn't look concerned, if you're honest with me. She says, oh, more strangers. Why are you talking to me? I'm in love. Mm-hmm. Now that honor gear's for sale, have to spam comp stomp to cap honor, get the upgrade stones. And a wrathy man came by. He kept asking about someone called a shipwright. He was terribly obnoxious, just like you and me.
The Titans will return. Be ready.
Shivnox, thanks very much for the gift sub. Copious? Yes. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to say that. Damn it, Fallon. Goodness, jealous of their spa life. Yeah. We're doing good. It's been, I've had, I think, 2 mornings off stream because I didn't stream yesterday morning so that I could do some raid guide work, and then I didn't stream this morning because it was Monday. We're going to stream now. We've got some progress on the raid guides. It's not exactly how much I wanted, but I am happy with how they're coming together. I hope you enjoy the new X-Pack. Why, thank you. King Flick, thanks for the 43-month reset. You were live on a Monday the last time on the 28th of November 2022. I don't even know how you were able to find that out. Dragonflight launch related. I mean, Cinderella in Polish. Aw. Have you done the quest with a mage that cast Telly instead of Portal? Because I felt that. I don't know if I have. We're going this way. There are websites. Oh. Push buttons till bad man fall down. I like the first boss because you have to feed him his snackies. He gets hungry and you need to feed him his snackies. The guy doesn't sound exactly like that. It's a little less obnoxious, but not much. I'm assuming there's a door here somewhere. Seems reasonable. 6 grams? 6 grams of what? Appreciate the subs. Actually, I don't want to know. Never mind, I didn't ask. How many stick figures? None so far. None so far. The footage was actually, the raid testing went very well. I have footage of pretty much everything firsthand, I think. I'm not sure if there's anything that I'm going to need to kind of construct in post. It's just going to be a question if I want to add them for fun. Happy Dragonflight Day was the title. That was an insane stream. That sounds like the launch stream. Not gonna lie, I love the stick figures though. Yeah, they're fun. Sometimes illustrating a mechanic with the stick figures helps me remember it better than just kind of like looking at the thing in game. Depending on what it is, sometimes I like having the diagram. Even just for me. It's that thing where like, remember you were in school and instead of like teaching you things, the teachers were like, listen, you guys are gonna get into pairs and you're gonna teach it to each other. And that way you remember it and we can take a nap. Which, fair. Everybody deserves naps. But then it was actually true, and you did remember it better for having taught it. It's like half the reason to make raid guides is so I know what I'm doing in my own raid. Made it easier sometimes to remember. Still have a sweater with one on it. Kick myself a bit missing out on the stick figure merch. Oh, man. They, to be quite honest, the stick figure merch taught me that if I'm going to have screen printed merch, I need to have the screen printing things not be super skinny. They peeled fairly badly. I was pretty upset because I had ordered samples, but I didn't keep them and wash them like 10 times or anything like that. Maybe I should have done, because they definitely for sure peeled. Look, there's Micah Blue. Thanks for the sub. Thanks, everybody. Indar 2, Lucky Atel. Minions are us. Bruiser. Thanks, guys. I mean, I guess if it puts me in the neighborhood of the pet battle. I've been really loving having these pet battle teams kind of like set up already. Because it allows me to just like really quickly smash out the pet battle world quests and get the stones and stuff. Do you think gathering props are getting an advantage this season from the leveling and scaling? I don't know how to answer that. An advantage in terms of what? Like, in terms of being profitable? They're always really good early, and then later on, they kind of fall off some. Right now, there's huge demand for supplies, because a lot of people want to get their professions leveled now. People want to be in, like, right away. I finally figured out how to use my Prime to sub to Hazel. Drops are enabled, yes. Yeah, the TCG mount drop should be active now. Okie dokie. We're collecting clues. Thanks, guys. Bruiser and Melazard and Different Ashley. Taliathene with a 3-month reset. Thank you. 2%. It is counting up. That is good. it is enabled. I mean, if it's counting up, then it is working, but I feel like now I should double check just to make... But if I touch it, what if I accidentally turn it off? We should leave it alone. It is on. Specialized reagent backs for each crafter that tailors can make are insane. Man. I really should have... I mean, you can shoot yourself to death, but I should have picked apart professions a little bit more in beta. I remember looking at them being like, wow, there's a ton of cool stuff here. Alright, see ya. I'll figure that out later. That's a later me problem. But the good news is that I'm not too fussed about being on the cutting edge. I know I'm not going to make the most gold, and I'm not going to make the least gold. I'm going to make some amount of gold whenever it feels right. And honestly, right now, I'm kind of happy just to be gathering flowers. So, what for herbing and mining? Here's a question. Of the different like types of sort of affixes those nodes can get, what's our favorite one so far? Remember how in Dragonflight the order ones, the ones that gave you Awakened Order, were like really good? Profit-wise? What's the new version of that? Unlike last time around, there's actual catch-up for professions. That is nice. The web ones, since they give cloth. Oh. Night Bears, Ever the Odd One, and Kitty Cat Ward. Thanks very much for the gift subs, guys. Glimmering drops extra material. Can't remember the name, though. Because I have, like, my overload for both herbs and mining. I just haven't used them yet. I haven't used them yet. I don't want to, like, use it on the wrong thing. Going back to Rambleshire. Although, if I'm going to go all the way back, we may as well just go get it. It's like those 13 pet charms that I get to keep. What if the reason we have so many is because, oh, there's a rare. You know, we're not afraid to take advantage of, opportunities. What hero tree are you going for? That's an excellent question. I am level 71, aren't I? Warden Wall, thank you very much for the gift. Same with Pokemibo. Alea, thanks for the 2-month resub. Web ones are fun, as are the portal herbs. If the herb where you have to pick the different of the 4 options is neat. I think hero talent tree, for now I'm going to do pack leader so that I can kind of have brain off, no thoughts. Give damn. New campaign quests available in Dornigal. Oh. I do want to do that. Maybe tomorrow? Today I want to gather. Look at all this stuff. I'm having too much fun picking flowers. Lady 50, thank you very much for the gift subs. Ravy with a brand new Prime sub. Appreciate it. Middle second gives more speed on Cheetah. Oh. Tomorrow sounds good. I use a keyboard. I did use a gamepad for many years, but a couple of years back I switched back to a keyboard. I still like gamepads, but they were becoming like increasingly niche and getting kind of discontinued. Not all of them are, certainly. I think Razer still makes them. But I decided that I wanted to just kind of convert back. So we are rematch. We've got our rematch team. Good, good, good. Apparently the Earth and stuff comes September 3rd. Good to know. Good to know. I haven't decided what kind of earthen I'm going to make. And it's feeling increasingly like something I'm excited to do. At first, I wasn't even sure I wanted to make one. I felt like I had lots of alts. I'm not going to really play it. What do I need another one for? All of those things are still true. But having actually gotten started in the War Within is kind of making me want to make one of the new shiny, literally shiny new things. Fishing, cooking, standard herb, mine, leather are better. I mean, you can do both. You don't have to choose either or. Primary gathering professions will usually be more profitable long term, just because they're exclusionary. But you can. Why not both? Still using love my G13s. They're getting very pricey, harder to get. How's gathering going? It's going good. I have. How much can I sell that for? Is that worth anything yet? I'm level 71, and that's saying something because we've done almost no questing. We've been doing a little bit of a running around like a turkey. But I think we're not too far off from the achievement that I want, the Sojourner achievement. Thanks for the anonymous gift subs, Vegas Eric and Jitter Icy. Thanks very much for the gift subs, guys. I'm gonna make an Earth and Resto Shaman. The idea of a stone person using water to heal is funny because, you know, erosion. I mean, we have, and I'm not going to pretend to have paid any attention at all, but we have seen them doing some kind of, like, regenerating by laying in pools. So I feel like it's actually, like, kind of a good match. Definitely can't do both based on my job. The new race apparently is not unlockable just yet. I've done everything except for the campaign needed, but the campaign is time-gated for the moment. I got all excited the other day and thought I was going to unlock it on stream, and then I logged on and people went, wait, but you can't. And I went, no. And we spiraled for about 15 minutes before we felt better. I don't even think I'm going to try. Blue Post says September 3rd. So they have just, apparently, word on the street is that they've just released a new campaign, but not all of the new campaign that is needed. Last stream was all about the fishing derby. That was actually so fun. I was so into that. I'm so stoked for next week. At some point between now and next week on my priest, I need to do some serious fishing because I really want to get my fishing skill basically like caught all the way up, and then go for the awakened coelacanth because that's gonna get me a mount. There's a big old flying fish mount. Yeah, the derby is Saturdays only. Saturdays only. Short 4 fish on the derby achievement. New fishing mount? That is awesome. Yeah. Definitely watch the VOD. Derby sounds really fun. It's in the, like, last hour or so. It's in basically the last hour-ish of the VOD has the fishing content. If you go see it on YouTube. Didn't understand that from the Wowhead post. A little, yeah, I was figuring it out kind of on the fly. If I could live it again, the things that I would want to have set up before the fishing tournament. One, as much Kazaligar fishing skill as possible. If I was trying to do the achievement, you know, if you're not worried about the achievement, then you don't need to stress, but like, a fishing skill is nice for at least one fish in particular. Secondly, I would probably buy ahead of time the fishing pole. That was helpful. That gave me a bunch of perception. Flabby made me one of those, but you could also get one crafted or like buy one on the auction house. Then there was the awakened stargazers and the bloody perch. I would go in with like a 20 stack of each of those and have an understanding before I started about throwing in the fish to get the buff to be able to catch the thing. So for the bloody perch, you need to throw like 5 or 10 of them, I forget, but you cannot move. And that's to get the sanguine dogfish. You cannot move after you've done that or it's going to rinse off your buff. You have to start all over again. So if I'd had the perch in my bags to begin with and I knew that you couldn't move, that would have made it a little easier to catch my dogfish because I spent a ton of time flying around not knowing what was going on with that. And then for the awakened coelacanth, tons of fishing skill. Probably some cursed ghoulfish food. There might be some of that available in the auction house by next week. And thirdly, yeah, as much skill as possible, plus at least 10 awakened stargazers. I would probably go in with 20 so I could do it twice if needed. Maybe even more than that. Because you have to throw in 10 of them to get the buff that says that the fish is like lurking or whatever. Hot Mess, thank you very much for the gift subs. NC Stumbo, some anonymous gift subs. Melissa, Canard, thank you very much, guys. The flying fish mount. So if we look at the achievement, the Derby Dash, it says the mount is called Ka, Legend of the Deep. It can be WoW-headed, but as far as I can tell, it's not actually in the mount journal. So it better be real. It must be real. Somebody must have it. But yeah, it's like the big purple fish mount that they put on the trading post. It's kind of like that, except red. Okay. Can't sub for some reason? I mean, from my screen, it looks like you are subbed. Oh, you mean for the gift subs? That fish, yeah. There's also definitely no super crazy rush on the gift sub promotion. It's alive until September the something. Forgot to name it on the mount list. I am gonna need to look up what I'm doing. I don't see what's going on here. There's fish, not fish, sheep. I know the difference. There's sheep, there's alarmed looking dwarves. Use flash fire thuribles to reveal Order of the Night forces in Rambleshire. Eliminate them, answered Tricloose. Take these thuribles, throw one down, get a big bang, stun anyone sneaking around, don't throw one at me. Why is the sheep alarmed? Oh, well. Well, that was awful. I'm just bullying sheep. We're excited. A full month, September the 26th. The Jason, thanks very much for the brand new Prime sub. Let's try over by this NPC and maybe we'll not worry so much about the sheep. There we go. Thanks for the anonymous gift subs, guys. September the 3rd is when, apparently, the new campaign that is required for the Earthen unlock will become available. Oh. It's like the quest equivalent of like your animals knowing that like an earthquake is coming, except that instead of giving them like a cookie and then a hug and being like, good job, and then, I don't know what you're gonna do, take your delicates off the wall. You instead throw a flash grenade at them. Wonder why not today. It does mean that if anybody wanted to, and I know there are people that want this, if anybody was planning to play Earthen as their main in the War Within, they're not giving people very much time to like level and gear them before the raid. There will be 1 week, because the raid and the season starts in September 10th. But like, it is kind of bizarre that it is spread out like that. Like, you'd think you'd want to give people more time to like get leveled and get caught up, because some people will want to main Earthen. Wexton, thanks very much. Giving that gift sub. Lady Elemental with a brand new sub. Appreciate it. Oh man. I can tell I've been gaming when I start feeling it in my hands. Giving race swap in the cash shop. Depending on how many characters you get to 80, your Earthen could get a nice XP boost to catch up. That is true. That is true. Plus, I'm assuming that if you have the resources for it, if you have like the resonance crystals or whatever, the pieces of gear that you can get from the rep vendors at certain rep thresholds, because the renown thresholds are warband wide, I guess you could get like those pieces, like they would already be unlocked on that alt. So there are a few things that would make catch up easier. East of Rambleshire. Lukewarm green tea is actually very good. This has been such an exciting stream today. I was worried I was going to be kind of falling asleep. I was getting the early afternoon energy dip, but we're cruising. I'm excited to get the first Sojourner achievement. I would say this has been great rep, but actually I don't think it has been. I don't know if this particular questline gives rep. CW2 Chief Owens, thanks for the 2-month resub. Excited for the expansion. How was your day off? Yesterday. I did some raid guide stuff yesterday. It was a work day. We just didn't stream. It was nice to not be on camera though. I didn't put on a single lick of makeup. I wore I was gonna say I wore comfy clothes all day. Like, that's not how I live my life. No, it was good. It was nice being able to kind of sleep in a little bit and spend the morning with Moose. Sire Brimstone, thanks for the gift subs. Wexton, Neon Penguin, thanks for the subs, guys. Kira, my kitty cat who's on my lap, has decided And yesterday especially was a point where she like really decided this, that she has had enough of the baby gate that separates like the cat zone from the dog zone. She's been increasingly kind of like going up to the gate and then wanting to be let through to come into Moose's area, and we let her do that whenever she wants because they're getting along well and Moose is doing really good, but I mainly keep the gate up so that he can't like follow her back to her safe space if she wants to retreat, because she's blind and my dog is big and young and big and young, I guess is the best way to describe him. So I like kind of giving her that little bit of extra safety, feeling safety. I do trust him with her now, but anyway, she's had enough of it, and she had enough of waiting for me to let her through the gate, and she's realized that she can squeeze through the side of the gate. So the other day I was like brushing my teeth or something, and I see Moose come into the bathroom to sniff something. I'm like, oh, what are you sniffing? Oh, it's kitty cat. Hello. They're fine. And now you can tell whenever they're having a meet and greet because you see Moose like get up and wander over to something, and then you just hear her go. But it was funny. I was in the living room giving Moose some ear scritches and like pets, and he was like snoozing on the couch. He was like asleep basically, fully on his back on the couch, you know, paws up, head back kind of thing, as dogs do. And Kira like lets herself into the living room, comes up to the couch, puts her front paws on the edge of it where he is, sniffs him, and then goes, oh snap, that's a dog, and then hisses at him, and then like wanders off looking all huffy. And Moose was just looking around like, what did I do? He was so like he's trying so hard to figure out what he is and is not allowed to do with the cat because he doesn't want to get in trouble. He's a good boy. He's trying really hard, even though all he wants to do is sniff her and lick her and play with her. And it's so funny because he was like, I was sleeping, man. What breed is your dog? He is a lot of breeds, but the most visible ones are German Shepherd and Husky. But he's a super mix. Art Exo, Arto, I guess we're gonna say. Thanks for the brand new sub. Yeah, his breed is a yes. His breed is Cutie Pie. Sweetie Blood. Yeah, we're in a good shot. Good space. There's abducted lumberjacks that need to be freed, so someone's glad I'm here. Also, GFSY, thanks for the gift subs. Nightwish, Cassie May, Chad, Omega Spade, and Starfy. Thanks, guys. Pet gates block larger animals with a smaller opening for cats to pass. Apparently, now that Moose has grown up, that is incidentally what turned out to be with this one. It's not supposed to be that way, but I've decided to leave that opening for her and let her kind of come out and visit with him on her own schedule and whenever she wants. And I'm pretty confident that she can find her way back to that gap. I was a little nervous about it at first because she is blind and it takes her a while sometimes of feeling around to get through something, and I didn't want her to feel like she was in a rush to get out and like couldn't find the exit, but she's getting pretty good at it. She's a real smart girl. Help me get good at so many raid fights. Aw, shucks. His breed is bad ears. He was so smooshy today. He was so cuddly and sweet. He was just hanging out with me all day. Dare I hope this is a permanent schedule change? I wouldn't dare. This is an extra special War Within launch event stream. I know we've been doing a few afternoon streams recently. It's not part of my current perma plan, although it wouldn't kill us to look into it. I do occasionally like having a video morning. Want a dog, but my apartment fee is so high for pets. I was lucky. We had to pay a pretty good deposit here, but that's fair and understandable. This place doesn't specifically charge pet rent. I have lived in places that do. Return to 3 p.m. streams. Let's not get too excited. Water Goddess, thank you for the 38-month resub. Best I'll give you is I'll look into it, but it would mean taking out like one of the morning streams. I don't think I'm prepared to add any more hours long term. Do the places that want extra payment call it a deposit? They should. That would make it feel a little bit better. Love your tattoos. Oh, thank you. I say, dusting them off as though that does anything. I was thinking about how it's getting all kind of cold and gloomy and it's going to be sweater season again, and how I'm not going to see my tattoos until next year. And then I thought, you know, I could, if I wanted to continue wearing t-shirts and tank tops, I could just like keep the heat on in my office. It's not like the end of the world. It would be fine. Thanks for the 10-hour stream. Dog does better with his anxiety when I play it for him while I go to work. Aww. Oh, boo-boo. Enrico Sleepo, thanks for the gift subs. Very cute name. We're accomplishing things here. Things are happening. We're level 71. Earthen, not unlockable just yet. Train Moose to sleep under the desk. He would be a foot warmer. He likes to lay on my feet. He'll put his head on my feet when we're sitting on the couch. And then it makes it hard to get up. It's not always why I'm late for stream, but sometimes it's just because Moose was cuddling really cute and I didn't have the heart to move him just yet. Oh yeah, my trinket, it turns me into a dwarf sometimes. It might even turn me into an earthen, I don't know. It's the Northrend, it's the Weathered Northrend sigil from the pre-patch event. That's probably what's confusing a few people. That's a really good point. Kira's annoyed waiting for you to start streaming and Moose wants you to stay on the couch. Devil and angel influences. I was thinking about my perfect stream room for one day, because it's, don't get me wrong, I've had a pretty, we're pretty glam here. I like the setup a lot. And I don't think I would ever want to stream in like a big studio. I wouldn't want to ever feel too corporate because then I would feel like I have to like, I don't know. I think it would lose something. So it doesn't need to be a big space, but I was thinking of all the different things that I've like had and done in the streaming room over the years. And one of the things that I would want one day would be like a proper bed, maybe even two for like Moose and then Kira if they want it. And the ability to like flip to, maybe not like an all the time pet cam on, but the, I could hook him up into, I have like a cam switcher that is really more for live, like for actual broadcasting than what I'm doing. But I could set up more cameras into it and then just kind of like, check in with, various things such as the pet bed. Maybe fish. I know I said I would never do a fish live webcam again. And it's probably true, but it was kind of nice. King-size bed for him to sleep with y'all in the bed. I love him very much. I love snuggling with him, but no. No dog in my bed. It's enough having a cat in my bed. Fish cam was nice. Who tells us there aren't 20 people off cam in your giant Hazelnutty HQ? Man, I was looking at one house once that had like an entire first floor basement that was like one of those wide open like office spaces basically. Like they lifted the house and put another floor underneath it and it was brand new, but there was like nothing in it. It was like a big box. And I was thinking that you could build, if you wanted to, you could build one of those like enormous open offices and stuff, and it would be an absolute nightmare to sound treat. And Arista, thank you for the 11-month resub. Not having fish cam is probably the right call from how you talked about it previously. It kind of depends on how, like, what kind of fish are there and how specific and detailed they are. Because the problem with the fish cam is that you're always going to have some amount of rotation of fish. Like, they just don't always live forever. And if it's, like, a fish and it's like, this is Georgie, and everybody loves Georgie, then if Georgie gets sick and dies, as does sometimes eventually happen, especially depending on what kind of fish Georgie is, it's like a whole thing every time, and it's hard enough to navigate your own fish grief without having the public involved. Ran around the neighborhood trying to catch my wild husky. Oh, I hope everyone's okay. That's scary. What was it, Captain? Captain has sadly departed from us now. He was great though. He made it about 2 years. he was awesome. There's only 2 cherry barbs left. We got 1 boy and 1 girl, and honestly I thought they were gonna croak, and they seem to have bounced back just fine, so I don't know how long they're gonna hang on for. They're probably waiting for me to go out of town so they can die exactly when the pet sitter's here. Never seemed to catch you live. Wanted to say I think you're amazing. Thank you for your streams and videos. Aw. Thanks for dropping by. 2 years longer than everybody thought. I'm not a bad aquarium keeper in my own biased opinion, I think. I'm not like a super expert, but I did my research, especially when I first started getting in, and I'm pretty conservative about how I stock aquariums because it's just easier to be that way. But in my years of freshwater fish keeping, I have been a lot happier since I've come to the conclusion that sometimes fish die. You do your due diligence to make sure that it wasn't something under your control, you know? Test your water, make sure nothing's getting in the tank. You know, keep an eye on the harmony of the tank. There's lots of different reasons that fish can die that are preventable, but sometimes fish just die. Circle of life, as Elton John's saying. Oh, Villaria, thanks very much for the brand new sub. Landlands with a gift sub. But it was nice, even if it was just like I bet I could do a planted tank with like, I don't know, depending on the size of the tank, either like a lot of little fish or like shrimp and snails, like we could do an invert tank. There's got to be something where we're not going to get like super emotionally invested in like a given specific thing. But can still be like, I really miss having an aquarium in my office because I used to take little like breaks, like I would be like working on a video or something, and then I'd be like doing my little Pomodoro timer, and I'd be like, okay, it's time for a 5-minute break. And I knew if I like went on my phone and I started scrolling, I would be doomed. So I would just go sit on my floor and I would look at my fishies and I'd be like, what's up, guys? And whenever everybody was doing great, it was great. It worked wonderfully. The problem is that if your fish are not doing well, then you will ruin the rest of your week obsessively Googling, trying to find out what's going on with your fish. Part of me wants to get a fish tank, but only for plants. It's a good idea. There's a lot of things that you can do. It's also you could probably learn a lot about aquarium keeping with a plant-only tank, and then if you ever wanted to transition into fish, they can complement each other, and you would already have that like initial knowledge about stuff. I bet a worm bucket or an ant farm cam. The worms don't like light. They live in the dork. Do you like that they nerfed open water fishing? I kind of like looking for nodes, to be honest with you. Kubachi, thanks for the gift subs. Also, Sage Solarius converted into a standard sub. Appreciate it. Herp tank. Plus, you could get a moss ball. Those are really fun. Of all the aquarium plants, that one is the most like a pet because they're cute and they're fluffy, and they're fairly easy. Besides, if you get really good at keeping aquatic plants, it puts you in a good position, especially if you can do like a pretty heavily planted tank for keeping fish, because plants and fish are very, very symbiotic. The plants will help remove certain things the fish add to the water. The fish are effectively fertilizing the plants. It's a lot easier to keep a planted tank, I've found. It seems like it's going to be harder, but it's gone better for me in my life. Can you believe it's been 5 years, Hazel? Still going strong. So proud of you. I can't believe it's been 5 years. The numbers are getting crazy. Let me see. Thanks for giving it 5 gift subs. Would play WoW? Need to watch the new episode of Critical Role. What did I just get? I picked the funny looking flower. We got 2 lore drop and some viridescent spores. I don't currently use TSM, no. Shadowlands was the last expansion that I was really using TSM. In Dragonflight, I kind of switched to CraftSim and Auctionator, and I found that for my own needs, those did a good job. Aquatic plants, beginner friendly. Ah, yes. So there is something that you will encounter when you first start shopping, like especially if you go to like a PetSmart or something for aquatic plants, and there's nothing wrong with that. But they will sometimes label a plant as being for aquariums when it's actually kind of sort of not really. Lucky Bamboo is a really good example of this. People will sell you that to put in your aquarium and you're like, oh, this is adorable. I love it. And it's semi-aquatic is what it is. Like the roots and the stalk of it will do great in water, but the leaves actually want to be out of the tank. So some plants like that will do better if they're kind of like half and half, whereas some plants want to be fully submerged. Java Fern, Java Moss, and Anubias are my like trifecta of beginner plants. And then sometimes oh, what's it called? Duckweed is like a surface floating plant that's very pretty that is quite easy to keep. Those are kind of like my beginner go-to, super easy, not too fancy. And they're all water column feeders as well, so none of them need to actually be planted in the substrate. You could just have them floated in the tank. You can have them like anchored onto a piece of wood or something. You don't need to actually worry about having like a dirt planted tank, which is a little, not impossible, but a little bit trickier. They also do well in smaller tanks. ZIC Gaming, Linda Emily, Donut Turtle, thanks for the gift subs, guys. Katarina Kitty Cat, appreciate it very much. Debbie Berry, Mr. Vahid, thanks, guys. I do a mix. I have both completely underwater plants and then also like half and half. And it works really well for keeping my tank clean. The only problem is that the terrestrial plants actually do so well because they're able to get carbon dioxide from the air, whereas an underwater plant is only going to be able to get carbon dioxide from the water, and that's like less available, unless you're injecting it, which is a whole nother ballgame. I don't mess with that. The super aquatic plant nerds know all about that. But yeah, the ones that come out into actual air will kind of outcompete the other ones. And it means my Java fern are a little bit sad because I have some pothos, like actual houseplant pothos, growing out of the back of my aquarium. It does great. It cleans the tank up like nobody's business. But it's actually pulling all the nitrogen out of the water, so my Java fern's a little sad. Baron Von Suplex, thanks for the gift subs. Appreciate it. No less than 5 gallon for a betta. And I mean, people will do lots of different things. Honestly, for me in my life, I will never keep one in less than a 10. That's kind of the next fish that I wanted to try in this 10 after the cherry barbs are done. Just because they can have enough space and be happy in a 5. But I have, even with like my finest regular water changing efforts, I have always had fin rot problems with bettas in 5 gallons. Especially if it's like a fancy betta, they seem a little more susceptible to them. Even with like the smoothest gravel and the smoothest decor and the sanded wood and the coconut shells and whatever. I've always had fin rot problems in 5s, and I've never had them in 10s, so I'm never gonna bother again. I'm just gonna keep a 10-gallon tank, 1 betta, happy as a clam, much easier. Kyle MVD, thanks for giving it 2 gift subs. Besides, the water, like the maintenance on a 5-gallon tank and a 10-gallon tank are basically exactly the same. You can water change them with a hose and a bucket. It's the same thing, just like the footprint's a tiny bit bigger. Cycron Cardale, thank you very much for the gift subs, guys. Not me wildly clicking the button hoping that I'm taking pictures of something. But yeah, the dream office, pet beds, the plushie shelf, of course. Can't get away from the plushie shelf. We love that. Egregious amounts of LED lights. I don't care if they go to style. I think they're cute. An aquarium. And maybe like a tiny little like a stretching or workout space with like a different camera that we could set up, like an angle we could swap to. It might be good for my back to like start some streams with like some stretching. Hopefully in a not too awkward way. But that would be cool to have an office with enough space to do that. It would be a real squeeze in this room though, let me tell you. It might be possible if I moved some furniture around, but it would be tricky. I've had Oscars, absolutely loved them. I used to love watching YouTube videos of people that had Oscars with like names and histories and everything. They looked really cool. Seal of Zeal, thanks for the gift subs. I used to want like one of the white ones before I decided that well, I mean, I wasn't allowed to have a tank that big. I'm still not. That's one of the perils of renting. Will you continue the tradition we established last time? Keep us updated on the sub count at the end of the stream. I can do that. Remind me, in all caps if necessary. I promise. I swear I won't ban you. Remind me at the end of the stream. I have to go again. That's so embarrassing. Marin Yalia, thank you very much for a gift sub. Sure, gotta keep an eye on the time. Grim Reaper Games. ADoomX64. Thanks, guys. Probably not be here. Trust your chat. Okay. I mean, do you want to know now? Do you want to know the interim total? We started today at about 714 subs.
It works.
Which is a healthy and respectable number in my opinion. And holy smokes. That actually jump scared me. That's crazy. We're up to 1490. We are 10 subs shy of 1500. I don't even know if I've ever been up to that many. I don't remember how many we had in early Dragonflight in the last promo. That's crazy. That's crazy, guys. 10 subs, you say? Yeah, the gift sub promo was the reason for it last time as well. Yeah, that's wild. 1490 subs, 1450 viewers, and I'm still touching. Aw. Shucks, guys. Also, at some point in all of this, we got the achievement that we wanted. I finished my first Sojourner achievement. It was the easiest one. I only had 2 quest lines and it took me 90 minutes to do it. But we did Sojourner of the Isle of Dorn. That is now done. If we look for Sojourner of the Ringing Deeps, we have approximately half of the quest lines available. I actually don't think oh no, I am allowed, aren't I? I was going to say I'm not allowed to start that yet because I'm only level 71, but on your second one you open up like adventure mode. And I believe you're able to do them in any order you want. So I'm pretty sure I can just go. Also, I'm frightened of the bees. There are killer bees somewhere. I'm afraid. Gertrudian, thanks very much for the 10-month resub. Sketches with a brand new sub. Waitcaster with some gift subs. Lucy Mom with a brand new sub. Major Tusk with a brand new sub. Yeah, almost 800 subs today. Nick Ooter, thanks for the gift subs. Bama Bill, thanks for the brand new sub. I have not farmed the new bee mount. I haven't, I honestly don't know if I must have heard of it, but I don't think I've gotten around to it. I wonder if I'm allowed to use the elevator if I've unlocked it on like a different character. Oh, hang on. Crystallized makeup bloom. We need that. Arion. Nelar, thank you very much for the subs, guys. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Not worth it. Pain. Regret. Suffering. Run. Dismiss my pet. And then feign death. I could have just feigned death and let it die, but it hurts my feelings to do that. Woody Wilson, thanks for the gift sub. Grim Reaper Games. Flammy Man with a prime sub. Appreciate it. Live stream again. Yeah, we're back at it. We're not doing a crazy long one today. I can only stay until like 6:30 local time at the latest. And even that's cutting it a little bit close. Getting closer to buying a house? Maybe. Maybe cute condo. Maybe we try to get excited for cute condo dream. Maybe near like some trails or something for Moosey walks. I don't know. Granny Scribble's stories are morbid. She's really got a lock on the trying to scare children into behaving kind of thing. Those bees have killed me many times with my low farming tunes. Well, they're guarding all the good flowers. BB Knowles, thanks for the gift subs. Cute condo is my dream. I was looking at them a little bit again today. I'm getting a better feel for like what I do and don't want and like what something that I want costs in the city versus in other areas. Although I think if I was going to get a condo, I would like to stay in the city. That would be part of the dream. Stay close to my family. Have you done the Missing Links achievement? I doubt it. I have not pet the ferocious war cats around Halifal. I have not done that. See if they let me use the elevator. Hello? Does it unlock for everybody? It does. Morning, Jacket. Thank you for the 4-month resub. Yay! Close to peeps. General walkability. Yeah. Plus, if I live here long enough, maybe I'll finally figure out how to drive in the city. The secret for me has been just kind of driving around a little bit at the crack of dawn when there's not as many people on the road, so I'm not as afraid of going places. Jer Bear, thanks for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. One thing they took from Dark Souls. Think it's time for evening coffee. Are you drinking decaf, or are you one of those magic people that doesn't get tired from, or doesn't get awake from coffee? I can't sleep if I do coffee this late. I'm kind of playing with fire, just having green tea. Wow, there's a lot of stuff on my map. Okay. So my Sojourner achievement has a lot more going on in it this time around. I'm gonna try and do it from the top down as much as possible, and I'm gonna use... Oh, I can choose an herbalism specialization. What do we like for those? I haven't looked at them yet. Herb spec. Bountiful Harvests lets you eventually refine herbs. Gather rare... Is botany Urban Wall Mountain? Yeah, botany's Urban Wall Mounted. That's what we're after eventually. We just kind of go into that. Yeah, you get 40 points in there. You can Herb Wall Mounted. Bada bing, bada boom. Job solved. Don't waste points on mounted gathering. Use the lumber extractor. But I don't want to use the lumber extractor. It's ugly. Sorry, kitty cat. I'm overreacting. I've had to ride it around with its big black exhaust and its vroom, vroom, vroom chainsaws for years, and I want to pick flowers nicely. You know? Guy Batgirl, thanks for the gift subs. Fomako, thanks for the brand new sub. Plus, I'm sure botany's giving me something else other than just that. It's got to give me, like... Here, let me see. Finesse per point. Finesse is good. We like finesse. Finesse gives me, more good. Alright, I want to start the Caretaker of Brunwyn's Terrace. According to BTW quests, we are... Go up to the War Within, go down to the Ringing Deeps. This one, and then that will actually waypoint it onto my map. Somewhere. It'll show me where it started anyway. That's it. Merit, Kai Batgirl, Fomako, Riken, thanks for the gift subs, guys. Druids were made for herbing. I think my druid's gonna herb as well. I just didn't really want to level my druid yet. I'm not ready to confront Boomkin, which is my general leveling spec. I didn't want to do it. I wanted to play my pretty hunter, and I wanted to have my pretty hunter pets out. I feel like the new Gold Sync engineering mount should be the new mining mount. I'd love to have gathering on mounts be a mount equipment, but I understand if they want to keep it as like a whatchamacallit, knowledge point thing. That's what we're trying to say. BTW Quests is the add-on that I'm using to track where they start. It's nice for working on questing achievements. Hey, hello Maddie Brady, how you doing? Think I made a Rusted Druid this season? Nice. Looking through all of my footage from raid testing is making me miss raiding with my people, and it's making me excited to raid with them again soon. I know it'll be here before we know it. I'm not ready yet. I have never played Fields of Mystery. I don't branch out much. I don't branch out too much. Oh, I need it. I need it. Hang on. We're gonna dismiss this one. Cannibal, thanks for the gift subs. Noikern, Biohazard, Maela, and Merla, thanks for the gift subs, guys. Yeah. I need it. It's really important. Wish they would make more mount equipment. Still crossing my fingers and one to make aquatic mounts fly. Oh, it's a beautiful color too. Oh my gosh, I love it. Your name is... The blinking! Oh my gosh, the blinking. And the cheeks. What's his name? He blinks one eye at a time. It's like an F name. Frank or Fred or Ferdinand. No. Flurm. Filbert. I like Filbert. Phil. Because my other pets all have like nature-y or you know, they have names that suit their nature actually. Moonpie, thanks for the gift subs. Doogie. Castle Bloom with her Steinman 3 sub. Thank you. Flopsy. Flopsy's like a bunny name. Philomena. Can he be Flurm? Yes, yes, he can. I love Flurm. This makes the entire expansion worth it. This is why I leveled a hunter first. I don't know what the other colors of them are like. I don't care. Flurb is perfect. Fair Media with a brand new sub. Appreciate it very much. Zed Golson, thanks for the gift sub. I need one of those as a pet. They're so funny. They are tenacity pets. But I think this is an expansion, especially early, where it's gonna be kind of nice having a tenacity pet. I've been doing world quests and stuff on my priest in gear that I feel like is okay. Maybe it's not that good yet, but like I've been in danger a lot. I've been in a lot of danger. He looks very tenacious. Yeah, anytime I feel like I want an extra 8% maximum health, it'll be good. He'd be a perfect Flem. Scaling's been whacked this X-Spec. I appreciate that they started us off being pretty weak. It's pretty normal for them to do that, so that as you get like your dungeon gear and your heroic dungeon gear and your mythic dungeon gear and your mythic plus gear and your raid gear and whatever, and you get it like updated, like I'm not even in full adventurer 0 gear yet, so I don't think I can expect myself to be that capable. But and like I can quest, but it's definitely gonna feel better later as we kind of get our item level caught up. I love how he runs. There's a rare one called King Splash. Oh, I like these colors too with the green. The green's nice. But we're sticking with the Flurm. Flurm is perfect. Level 3 delves do hurt a smidge. How much of the delve customizations, the delve cosmetics, that's what I'm trying to ask. How much of that is available now? Should I be doing delves on my main, if only for cosmetics? I haven't done a single one since I hit 80, and I feel like I know I'm saving my keys that I get from the world quests and stuff. But I haven't done anything, and I feel like maybe I should? But part of me is like, maybe if I waited, there'll be some reason to have waited. All of it is, but some is a bit meh. Did it on an alt to start farming for the achieves. Isn't it? Thanks for the gift sub. Still Quinn, thanks for the brand new Prime sub. Get through some delves just for the new mount. Maybe until season 1 comes out in higher tiers. Yeah. Yeah, that might be something. I probably could stand to just go through and do them to like find out what's going on and maybe get a little comfortable with the map at least before the harder ones come out, because I'm kind of setting myself up for failure. I'm sort of setting myself up to have the harder ones come out and then to go and try it for the first time and be like, why am I dying? Is it me? And the answer is like, yes, you should have practiced. Super Fuzz, thanks for giving out a gift sub. Snowfair with 10 gift subs. Holy smokes. Thank you. Thought you'd like to know I've seen those in purple. One looked pink. Spent a key in an overflowing delve to see what the difference was. Got an extra chest in it. Think I've had enough spider killing today, even though the mount is really cool. Can wait until tomorrow. What's the mount? What do I want to know? Can I get caught up? What kind of a mount can I kill spiders for? Okay. I only have one new mount. I'm very happy with it. It's the glyph one. But I have the Swarmite Sky Hunter. This is my only new War Within mount so far from doing Glyph Hunter. It's their Nerubian version of the Venthyr Gargoyle, Seasbark. You'll find it eventually. That is probably true. We have a whole expansion to play in the stream and figure this stuff out. I shouldn't be in too much of a hurry to know everything at once. When they say a deep lost satchel, how deeply lost do they mean? Is it just gonna be like, it's just right there, okay. Oh, that one's sleeping! Hang on, very important. Oh my god. if my dog were a weird fish. Lerna, thanks for the gift subs. Keep it, thanks for the gift sub. Merlin. Asteria, thanks, guys. If I kill it, will you all leave? I don't want you to leave. But would it be like a mass exodus? Everybody unsubs. You get DC'd? I don't think so. I was just looking at the thing. There's a ore here somewhere too. There it is. You kill it, you would leave. No. The 2 subs for the pet are gift subs specifically. So not like a personal sub, but gift subs. Market, thanks for the gift subs. If you're in, don't log out. Servers are crashing, queues aren't moving. Okay. I will try and be careful with landing and stuff. So about the last wig. Well, I did say, once upon a time, I did say 1k subs, and we are at 1592. Trelawney, thanks for giving out a gift sub. I won't wear it for the whole stream, but we could maybe try it on. Back when I was in my wig era, like, what? How long ago was it? A couple months ago? 6 months ago? I don't remember when I got sick of wearing wigs. I wore wigs for like 6 months for fun. And I had like a few different ones. And I had set like a sub goal for when I was gonna like reveal the last one that I had bought. Purchasing a sub for yourself also counts. Did for me. That's good to know. 7 names of Llama Stew. Oh, what? What? 50? 50 gift subs. That's crazy. That's certifiably bonkers. Starfish, fellow Papotea, thanks very much, guys. The wig era was iconic for making so many people believe you grew 25 inches of hair overnight. There was, and then when I like stopped wearing wigs, there was a few people that like, I guess never quite clocked that they weren't real. And that were like, wait, you cut your hair? And I'm like, yeah, 2 years ago. It's been well, not 2 years, but like, it's been a while. Cannot remember what she looks like with long hair. All right. Charm, thanks for the gift sub. I'm gonna see if I can tuck myself in a corner, take a short break, and then when I get back, we'll do. Holy heck, you cut your hair! Yeah, we'll do 5 or 10 minutes of the mystery wig reveal. I feel like it's been earned. Dave and Art, thanks for the gift subs. Right now, yeah. Well, you said you had to leave at some point. And I would hate for you to have to miss it. But in the meantime, quick break. BRB. All right, here's the wig reveal. Also, kitty cat. Scoozy. You're out of here. I can't see with it on. So this was for the mermaid era. It's actually not as badly styled as I thought it was going to be for how long I had it in the cupboard. that was the last one. I think this is the longest one. Egg Duck, thanks for the gift sub. Zoomers with a brand new sub. Espresso with a 40-month resub. 40 months. Amazing super chill streams. Helpful YouTube content. Oh, shucks. Colors are pretty. I do feel kind of like I'm about to start doing magic. Wow, you let your hair grow. That's crazy. Bunch more gifts too. Oh, that's right. We had Medvet and Davenarm and Silver Squall and Skytrax and Atenea and Emerald Wrath and Seraphine and Chris Tenplay and Cat's Mage. Dudenator, BB445, Happy Bee Noises, River Boss. Holy smokes, guys, that's crazy. Oh, I'm sure I'm missing some. Holy smokes. Thoiber, Natalie. Thanks, guys. Would have been fun to cold open the stream with this one. Super fun. Yeah, I'll leave it on for like 10 minutes or so before we get probably a little on the warm side. Such a pretty wig. Yeah, these are kind of fun. They're not like crazy uncomfortable to wear, but they're not super comfy either. They get warm. And maybe like I would say itchy, but they're not that itchy. The main thing is that they all have bangs because that's the easiest way for a wig to look natural while being cheap and not styled well, because I'm not about to start messing with glue and lace fronts. That's not happening. So it's, and also bangs was kind of how I used to have my hair when my hair was super long anyway. But I forgot how annoying it is to have this much hair in your face. I'm already warm. Cranky Old Rhino, thanks for the gift sub. Tiny Fear with a gift sub. Dragon Chic with a brand new Prime sub. Appreciate it. It is kind of fun to feel like a pop star for like 10 minutes, and then it's fun to take it off and then be comfy again. Who's your daddy? Thanks for the gift sub. I do remember when I first like put on a wig in front of my new puppy, I expected him to be like, "Who are you?" And he was like, not phased at all. I expected some kind of a reaction from at least the dog. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Happy to support you and get an owl. Hazel figured out that one secret for instant hair growth that hairdressers don't want you to know. Yeah, I didn't color it at all. It came in this color. Does your head get hot? Oh, totally. Hats are sweaty. It's true. We are so bad. Thanks, I can look natural while being cheap too. If you just said I'm over wigs, but I will hold it into the camera and not on the head, that would have been fine. Yeah, I'm not going to start wearing them again every day, but it would have been a shame to... I do have them all still. I think they would be fun for costumes, or... I would say cosplay, but like cosplay what? Usually you have a cosplay in mind, and you buy a specific wig with the intent of emulating a particular character. You don't just have like a rando wig. Holy smokes, gift subs. Oh my gosh, I'm so behind. Garsh and Nadalia, Firewalker and Nathan, Kados and Kyler. Can we fight? Oh, it's the rare. It's the rare. Although, honestly, King Splash looks a lot like this one, so I think we could probably safely kill it. Save them for the cold, dark winter. I'd say I would wear it to a party, but I wouldn't wear it to a party. Who am I kidding? All of the many parties that I attend, you know. Imagine wearing it to yoga. I'm not even going to wear my makeup to yoga. I'm going to take off my eyeliner before I go because I don't want to sweat it all over my face. Long hair a few months ago, decided to cut its shoulders, kept laying on it with my elbow. Partner accidentally laying on it. Yeah. It's nice to have it short enough to be like out of the way. When it was really short, when I was like buzzing it like almost to my scalp, it was so nice for like how fast it dried. I could just like run any towel over my head and then my hair was dry and it was never messy because there was no hair. I love the super short buzz. Is it a wig or head mug? You go to parties. This is a party. I love the mud skipper thing. The run is amazing. Do we do a different tone with the wig? Slash mood. We build out the character in the wig. What if she's just mean? What if Wig Hazel's just mean? Just big fat bully. Party. I'm surprised I actually finished this pot of tea. This is the last of it. I didn't think I was going to drink it because it wasn't that warm anymore. Where do you get your wigs? This one is from Lush Wigs. A few of them are from like more local shops, and at least one of them that I used to wear all the time was just like a cheap Amazon wig. Synthetic wigs have gotten a lot better. I wouldn't wear it like in like to a day job or anything like that. I think that part of the reason that they work is because I'm wearing it like indoors, seated, with no wind, not going anywhere. I think that they would get messier and maybe not last as long if they had more wear and tear, but streaming's a really good application for them because nothing's gonna happen to it. At least not the way that I stream. I'm not out here headbanging. We haven't hit the headbanging sub goal yet. Darkstorm, thanks for the brand new sub. Got booted from Lothar a little bit ago. Wanted to try Mythic Plus's expansion. How would I start something like that? So, a good thing to do now, because you can't do Mythic Plus just yet because it's not open. It won't open until September the 10th. But if you wanted to kind of prepare for it, I would just do the random normal dungeons and check out to see what the builds, the talent builds that people recommend, and what kind of abilities and what kind of hero talents. I just kind of pull builds off of the Wowhead guide, and then I'll look at that guide and then kind of go into normal dungeons and sort of pretend they're mythics. Like, obviously they'll go a little faster, but it gives you a feel for like what the trash looks like, what the bosses look like, what the map looks like, where you're going, and then when the season actually does start, you're gonna have like things will look a little bit familiar. Cat Poopo Go, thanks for giving it a gift, sub. Rexer Wolf. The Dark Flame Cleft is unexperienced. Yeah, I haven't done it since beta. You can do heroics at item level 550? Really? Oh, you know what? I bet that's like really recent, like as of 3 today. Because I was trying to do it this morning and I was like, nope, still just normals. But I bet you those just opened up. Oh, I'm curious. I almost want to try one now, but I need to. I want to stick with a plan for at least one stream. As of today. Nice. And they give better item level gear. Dungeons and raids. War Within. Heroic gives 571 loot. So that's not a bad idea. It'll help maybe fill in a couple of lower item level gear slots in the meantime. Really wish Blizz would let me back in. Yeah, I've heard that there's some pretty gnarly server issues going on right now. Were you always wearing the wig? Nah. We did a midstream wig reveal since we got so many subs. Got a lot of things for the gift sub. I don't think it's gonna last forever. I'm already getting a little warm. Give it a few more minutes. Have you changed out all of your Dragonfall gear yet? I think I took off the last piece of my priest today. I think I did. War Master D, thanks for the gift subs. We're looking for a bucket? Looking for a bucket. Also, I can on this character turn Arachnophobe mode back on. I had it off on my main because I really wanted to ride around the true version of that mount that we earned. But this one's riding a hippogriff, so I'm gonna say I think I need to sleep more. Next time you come back, I'm just like blue, little woobly. My voice starts getting like a ton of reverb. Name of want. You should purchase more pie. Also, speaking of shopping for food, I'm still out of cheese. We're gonna have grilled cheese today, and we were like, oh geez, there's no cheese because it's been like 4 days, and I'm still out. I haven't made it to the store yet. Sebo Nivlat, thanks for the gift subs, as well as Chibi's Kitties. Appreciate it, guys. No, I didn't buy a brick of cheese. So the thing is, I could go to like a corner store, basically. There's a lot of like small little grocers that are like really close that would sell me like some cheese, but it's gonna be so expensive. And cheese is already expensive, like in the best of scenarios. I would need to go to like a bigger box grocery store to get something that even approaches a reasonable price. Ideally on sale. Superior Inky, thanks very much for the gifts. It needs kimchi, but do you have tomato soup to go with it? No. I thought about buying kimchi, but they wanted $12 for a jar, and I just couldn't do it. Fancy cheese, lots of subs. Celebrate! I mean, maybe after yoga tonight, we'll crack open a cold coconut water. I mean, I buy them in bulk, but they're still like $1.80 a can. Subs for cheese. Hazel wants some cheddar, gosh darn it. I can't complain about food prices. It's my own fault I live here. I could have moved anywhere. I could have moved to, like... There's got to be some place in Canada where people can afford food. There's got to be some place in, like, Saskatchewan. I could have moved to Saskatoon. I don't know if you guys have affordable groceries, but it's got to be better than here. You can complain. How is the new play? I'm enjoying the expansion so far. Got the cat, thanks for the gifts. I'm going in, thanks for the gifts. Not in the Shuswap area. middle of the wilderness or something. Yeah, I mean, if you get too far into the wilderness, it actually goes the other way because food gets more expensive because they have to like fly it in there. There's got to be some like middle ground of like prairie suburbia. But then I would have been far from my mom and my nephew. My sister had a baby and I have to see him grow up. I don't want to be, if I can at all avoid it, I don't want to be one of those aunts that just like sends a gift for Christmas and then like you like don't actually like know them as a person, you know? I want to be around. Do you think the on-screen sub-alert would catch up if you let your stream run while at yoga practice? I think I might get banned if I try to let my stream run at yoga practice just during like a drop thing. Maybe. Don't think there's anywhere in Canada you can afford to shoot. I live in Nova Scotia. Sucks grocery shopping. Yeah. I mean, it makes me more creative sometimes. And I really can't complain too much because I'm lucky that I have, like, my budget can manage it. I'm not in a position, I'm lucky to not be in a position where it's like, well, do I want to eat or do I want to pay rent? And a lot of people have been put in that position. I can eat, it's just maybe I'm not eating as many different kinds of things as I was, and maybe some things we only eat when they're on sale, but I have food. I am in no danger of starving. We're not missing any meals, I promise. Saw a guy on TikTok from rural Alaska showing $12 milk at the supermarket. That's aggressive. That's even worse than here. Maybe the real experience is the friends we made along the way of the full login queues. Cesaria Pets, thanks for the gift subs. Luthane the Insane, thank you very much. And Nova's Gameplay, appreciate it. I'm so squeaky. I was going to say, oh no, I'm going to lose my voice before I have to go up, but who are we kidding? We're not talking to anybody. I don't know if you guys have ever done, in some types of yoga classes, they'll encourage you to have this like audible breathing. There's like a technique, I want to say called Ujjayi, where you sort of constrict the back of your throat just a little bit while you're breathing through your nose, but to give it kind of like a sound to help connect you and ground you mindfully to your breath. And sometimes I try that whenever I'm remembering and I'm not busy just trying not to fall over, which is a lot of the time, but sometimes I try that. But I've noticed that it's really embarrassing because sometimes if I'm doing that and then I'm also trying to do something that's like really difficult for me, I'll accidentally like grunt in a way that I probably wouldn't have done if I wasn't trying to like audibly breathe. Like I'll just kind of start like whimpering. And I really don't want to be that person making people uncomfortable. So then I like panic and I stop for 5 minutes. Ujjayi. Something along those lines. Infinite Simeon, thanks for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. It's really cool when you have a whole room full of people doing it because it sounds like the ocean. I'm a fan of the technique. I'm just new right now and I can't help but sometimes occasionally accidentally whimper. Dude, same. Especially if you've like you've made the mistake of reading too many people's like pet peeve threads of like what kind of yoga etiquette or gym etiquette people don't like. And apparently there's quite a few people that really hate when other people are like grunting or like making noise, and I don't want to be obnoxious, but sometimes it just happens. I don't mean to. Breathing once. The instructor told me I didn't have to do it anymore when I black metal growled at her. After hot yoga and goat yoga, grunt yoga is the next. How dare other people exist? Yeah, I don't know when the Crafter Weekly becomes available. If it is already, and it might be. I haven't seen it, but I also haven't like super looked. Thanks for the gift subs. Okay, my head's hot. I gotta take this thing off. I had a bag for it. Hang on. Whoa! Oh, we lost our earbud. What's it? We can put her away nicely. More or less. Wow, I picked a terrible spot to AFK. Magic! I know. I was trying to think of something more dramatic and fun I could do for the wig snatching, but I'm just not that creative. Okay. we put her in her little net bag. We dropped the net bag. Aptly named Bob there. The opportunist. The vendor pet got disabled? What, coppers? Already? I didn't even have him yet. What do they mean? Gotta tell you, Ring and Deeps, Ashka has two of my favorite side quests. The sassiest kobold to ever exist. And the jumping alchemist by the lake. Oh, I don't know if I've encountered the lake alchemist yet. I'll have to watch out for that. Wish I could shave my head and wear wigs. Boyfriend would kill me. I mean, it's not the life for everybody, but I will say that, you know, what happens if one day you lose your hair for other reasons? There's a lot of reasons that people could lose hair or need to cut it short. The dream is, and I don't know if this is just like really privileged of me to say or whatever, but you know, like, you want someone that you want to grow old with, and at some point along the way of growing old, none of us are going to be hot anymore the same way that we were when we were 20. Doesn't mean you have to be bald, but like, the real magic, or at least my favorite kind of magic, is the one that doesn't rely on that so much. This was supposed to go in the middle of the wig. Oh well. Curly hair that I hate plus going gray. I have quite a few grays in here for my 30. We're almost 32. This wig is from Lush Wigs. But yeah, that was one of the main reasons that I cut it short in the first place, is I also have some curls. And I was doing like curly girl method-ish, and I was trying to style them naturally, and it looked nice. But the workload of doing that, and then also my scalp was just not happy with me not washing it every day. It was bad. When I cut it short, I was able to like sort of aggressively moisturize my scalp and kind of fix it, and it needed it. It's probably possible to do that with long hair, but my hair like saps moisture out of my scalp just by existing. You have to like really compensate if it's going to be longer. Genuinely, what are you going to do with your wigs now? I mean, they pack up fairly small. I just kind of stick them in a storage cube, put them high up in the closet, and save them for one day when I'm like, wow, I wish I had wigs. Did I make it smooshy? Oh no, actually it's kind of cute. I'm working on my mullet. I've been like trying to like have the sides dry, not completely slicked back, but a little bit back, and then I'm getting like my little curly tufts back here, and then this is gonna get big and crazy like a horse, and then we can mull it for a while before we either get annoyed and shave it off again, or gets long enough to braid. Grunt, thanks for the gift subs. Like a horsey. Yeah, let me see. Horse curly hair images. Horse mullet. My Google Foo's not what it used to be. Horse curly mullet. This is not really giving what I had in mind. You know, they can oh well. Curly mullets are great. Yes, I did just Google horse mullet, and no, I did not find what I was looking for. Hey, Brooks, thanks for the gift sub. Being old and ugly in peace is my favorite thing to do. Imagining a Disney horse with floof. Yeah, like the big curly pile of floof on top, and then like the tight sides, and then the big, you know, horse mane in the back. The graphics card in here is a 3080. I definitely know it and don't have to look in the side of the thing to remember. Mystery Why, thanks for the gift subs. Wins, thanks for the gift subs. I am here doing something. Is it a world quest? It's a bonus objective. That's no fun. We don't need to do that. soundtrack is available on Spotify and iTunes, unless you want to jam to the sick jams those dwarves and spiders got going on. Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. I could put on the instrumentals. I was trying to listen to like piano chill instrumentals this morning while I was editing, because I can't edit video that has dialogue in it, like a raid guide, if I'm listening to music that has lyrics. So I need instrumentals, and sometimes I'll do lo-fi, and sometimes I'll do piano, and sometimes I'll do like, I don't know, the ambient focused chill tracks. But the piano music was bumming me out so bad. It was so depressing. I wanted to feel like I was partying, but just without without the lyrics. All this hubbub, whatever shall we do for the birthday stream? That is a good point. I am going to do a bit of a bash, but it's going to be the day before. It's going to be a Saturday. It's going to be on Saturday. I had to think about that because my birthday's on the Sunday, but I'm going away for my birthday, so we're gonna have to make our own fun on the 7th. American Bashkir Curly. It's a rare breed of horse with a curly coat. Horse mullet. What ads are we supposed to serve with that? Oh, they're so fuzzy. It's like a teddy bear if it was a horsey. Buh. Also, all of them have hair that's nicer than mine. Oh, they're so cute. It's hard when I see cute things because I just want to cuddle them, but I don't want to make any of the animals uncomfortable, so I don't cuddle them. And it's kind of like when my dog sees my cat and he just wants to play and she just wants to be left alone. Early birthday wish. Oh, thank you. Oh, you want to see the horsey? Okay. For the benefit of anybody on their phone. Horsey. Curly horsey. Fuzzy teddy bear. Fuzzy teddy bear curly horsey. Oh my god, right? A lot of your thanks for giving out some gift subs. Siberia Rose with a brand new prime sub. Appreciate it. The poodle horse. I can hear myself dying. Horse and doodle. AJ, are you still looking for film recommendations? Because I watched my new favorite movie. And that's a big statement. But I watched my new favorite movie last night for the first time. Hit me. Alright. It's a good one because it's fun and it's not that long, so it's not a huge commitment. It's called Bottoms. I would characterize it as like a teen movie coming of age comedy along the lines of like Mean Girls. I found it to be extremely funny. Maybe it's not for everybody, but oh my god, it was for me. It was so funny. I love Bottoms. Oh, you've seen it already? It's so good. I was watching it and I'm like, how have I never heard of this movie before? What? Like, it came out in 2023, so it's not that old. But not once in my obsessive media news scrolling, which I do as a problem, did I ever come across any mentions of it. And it's so funny. Doodle Break's getting out of hand. Cannot get back on WoW. I've heard there's login trouble going on. So much dinner in America. It is written down. I should. It sounds good. Oh, never heard it. Gonna add it to the watch list. At least in Canada, if you have Prime, it was on Prime Video. I had to watch a couple of mid-roll ads, but I just muted my TV for them. So I didn't even have to pay any extra for it. I was like in a bad mood last night, and then I put it on and my partner and I watched it and I was dying. We had to stop and take a break to like take Moose for a walk to calm him down because he was so upset with how much I was like screeching. I don't remember if it was R-rated. I mean, nice. Doing another Freaky Friday. Freakier Friday? Can't wait. You'd like Bodies, same vibes, some of the same actors. Okay. The movie was called Bottoms, the one I'm talking about. The general vague vibe of the plot is a pair of young lesbians in high school are not very popular or successful with getting girls, and they pretend to form a fight club basically to get girls. Is the very vague tagline. It is technically true. Creator 42, thanks for the gift subs. Tea Leaf Dragon, thank you. It has a Ayo Edebiri in one of the title roles, and she's so funny. I'm in the USA on Amazon Prime here too. There you go. Hello, young lady. Me? You are my favorite streamer. Why, thank you. I'm so flattered I'm still a young lady. There's got to be a point to where I'm just lady. I don't know if it's better, but eventually we're gonna either graduate or age out, depending on how bummed out we are. The one criticism I would give of Bottoms, which didn't ruin it for me in the slightest, is it does not know what era it's in. I think it's like vaguely supposed to be set in the 80s, but like they could not commit to any particular era in terms of clothing or media or technology. So don't go in expecting it to be an accurate period piece, I would say. Timeless yet. Remember to stretch, kids. Very important. I was in, got kicked out. Man, I am lucky that I haven't been booted yet. Still not referred to as lady unless sarcastically. Wouldn't stress out much about it yet. Sometimes I'm curious if somebody who doesn't know me sees me, how old they guess me to be, and then I remember that it doesn't matter, and that there is no answer that will make me happy. There is literally no, like, I don't want people to think that I'm younger, and I don't want people to think that I'm older, and I would be freaked out if they guessed it right on the dot, so there's no good answer. Like, there's no winning that game. Aaron, thank you for the 24-month resub. 2 years already. Holy smokes, appreciate it. 1,200-year-old luck dragon. There you go. Still get asked for ID sometimes. Leia, thank you for the 39-month resub. I could not tell you what I'm doing. I guess I've been like kind of sort of doing this bonus objective this entire time. Geepster, thank you for the 2-month resub. I was supposed to turn in this too much drip quest ages ago. I don't think we were ever really going to get very much of this done. 40. Benjamin Button face. Once you get to be 35, being guessed younger feels nice. Had to guess, I'd say 23. Aw, shucks. We're about to do the reverse 23. In 2 weeks here. 1 week. No, 2 weeks. I'm turning 32. 55. 33. Talent points. Talent points. Oh yeah, I'm 72. Haha. What do we want? Yeah. Extra cheetah speed. Did you do the quest with the married spiders yet? Oh, if I did, I wasn't paying enough attention. That sounds amazing. I'm afraid to ask, are they happily married spiders or are they like going through it? Go straight to the bottom first. Will do, will do. That sounds like we would have remembered that. You would know it if you did it. I'm pretty notorious for not reading quest text. I'm very much a blast right through it. Married crabs. Escort dodging guards. 38. Everything starts falling apart after 35 for me. I was starting kind of from like, honestly, like in the last 2 years, like 30 to 32, I was starting to feel a lot more just general pain. And that was one of the things that kind of shocked me into getting into a regular exercise and stretching thing. That was one of the things that made me want to do yoga so much. And so often and so intensely is I have this idea that if I stick with it and I do it as safely as possible and I listen to my body, that it will be helpful to me as I'm aging in keeping like my strength and mobility and my joints and stuff in decent shape. As long as I'm paying attention and doing it mindfully. Because the way I was going, as much fun as it is to be a gremlin that sits in fetal position all day, it was going to snap me into pieces like a bug. Downhill from there. Wait till you're 40. 38. Have yet to get to that stage. Consider myself fortunate. Yoga, Tai Chi, swimming. Best to work an aging body. Yeah, I don't think anything's going to prevent me from aging, but I would love to maintain as much, like, functionality as possible. Sounds like you're already feeling better. Which is crazy, because I've only been going for 2 months now? Just barely 2 months? Shattered Birdie, thank you very much for giving that gift sub. It has been just about 2 months. Maybe not quite. Maybe I'm rounding up. I think it's been under. Put a bunch of 480 gear from the pre-patch in the Warbank. They're gone. I've heard there's been some issues with that. I don't think they're going to like delete it on purpose or anything, but there's been some trouble with the Warbank. 32, 33 when I was at my most fit. Didn't think about it in my 20s. After 35, it all started to get harder. I just didn't take it seriously. I mean, I knew that I needed exercise and fresh air. I've always been a big walker, and I think that's probably saved me from worse pain, as I've always been kind of like a getting out and walking every day and doing kind of like 40, 60-minute walks quite often. But I just, for the longest time, I kind of figured that was enough, and I didn't really need to worry about like anything involving strength or flexibility. I figured I didn't need to be strong or flexible because I could get other people to pick up things for me, and I didn't need to bend. And I'm changing my mind on that one. Good thing is, usually not too late to start. My instructor told me a story about a woman in her 50s that started yoga for the first time in her life in her mid-50s, and 10 years later she's in her 60s, and she's like a really advanced practitioner. Like, she was brand new at like 55 retiring, and she's like a 3rd series Ashtanga practitioner now, which is really, really impressive. Like, it's never too late to start, I think, was the moral of the story. Alright, we may as well slay the waterworks birds if we can find them anyways. We've made it this far. I'm 44. My tailbone tells me he hates me every time I get up. Do I need to lift something? I do need to lift something, and it's me! I realized I need to pick up my dog sometimes. Sometimes you gotta lift Moose. Actually, I still don't know if I can deadlift him off the ground, like, safely. Not because of how much he weighs. He's only about 70, 71 pounds, but just because of the size and the angle and the squirminess. Hard to do with just your knees. One of my pole friends started doing pole for fun when she was 40. A few years later, won the Norwegian Championships in her age bracket. That's awesome. Very heavy, not super easy to grab. Yeah. But he's so cute. I love him so much. I don't care who knows. Shoo! Thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Ozjon, thanks for the brand new sub. Holy moly. We getting somewhere? We made it up 2 levels. I'm pretty happy with that. Also, I'm getting greens, which I can disenchant, which is great. I don't know if you guys have seen the price of storm dust, but it's nutty because you just need a lot of it for leveling enchanting. Just disenchanting regular greens, pretty crazy. Okay, collect the final gem. Need a lot for tailoring too. Storm dust for tailoring. Okay. That's probably what's going on. It was like 180 gold per dust for a minute. And I was thinking, how am I ever gonna get my enchanting leveled? I do want to do it. I'm doing it from day 1 this time. I want to do it properly and get it leveled up, but I'm scared. Thromar, thank you very much for the gift subs. I saw a video of a YouTuber that did a 30 days of sport every day. Pole was one of the sports she did. I always felt like a ham, but after pole, I felt like a sexy ham. Was that Makari Espy, or was it somebody else? Because I watch a lot of videos in that category. I think she might have tried pole. It was Makari? She's in... I believe she's in Victoria. I wouldn't say any more than that. But I recognize a lot of the shots in her location. Like, a lot of the shots in the places that she goes to. I was, like, watching her and I'm like, I know that park. I know that street. I know that bakery. Oh, God. Because, like, I often think about making more videos that are, like, out and about. And I like, it's certainly something you can do. But you have to be pretty careful, especially if you're doing anything close to home, because of even if like some random person on the internet couldn't figure out where you are from like a tree and a bench, people that live there can absolutely know exactly where you are from a tree and a bench. I saw that she had one thing where she biked to Thetis Lake. It was part of the biking video, and I'm like, that's Thetis Lake. I've taken photos of moose right there, and I'm like, oh, I'm a stalker. Ranger 523, obviously she doesn't live in any of those places. Like, I don't think it's a secret or anything, but that kind of opened my eyes as to exactly how easy it is to location grab things if you're familiar with something. Thanks for the gift subs. Michigan, thanks for the brand new sub. Noticed a bunch of car YouTubers are around my area in Toronto. Amelia, thanks for the brand new sub. Ella like, whoa, with a brand new sub as well. Thanks, guys. That Frosty Bear, appreciate it. Knowing you don't watch a lot of YouTube, you saw one with relatively little subs, and so did I. I think one of the reasons that they recommended me that one is because she's local to me. I have this like pet theory that YouTube does some amount of algorithmic recommendation based on location, because it also turns up like Vancouver, or maybe I'm just searching for stuff around Victoria and Vancouver, but like it turns up like a lot of Vancouver and Victoria like vloggers and stuff that are pretty small in size, and it's not turning those up for like all kinds of other cities. It seems like a somewhat recent-ish thing, because I don't think it always did that. I definitely don't remember it. Did I ever finish? I did. We have officially caretaked Brunwyn's Terrace. For all I know, we did it ages ago, but we have done it. That's good. Lucius, thank you for the gift subs. Try so hard to recommend me new origin YouTubers all the time. It's hilarious. Kind of jest. Oh. Let's not that's like an inside thought. Post RL stuff well after you leave, which you already do. Yeah. I wish, and maybe this is a feature and I'm just too dumb to figure it out, but I kind of wish there was a feature with Instagram stories where you can take a story. And you can, and then just like schedule it. Like I just want to be able to like film a story and then at the moment be like, hey, can you post this in like 6 hours? And then not worry about it again. Because like I'll take them to post them later, but then I'll forget to post them later, you know? It must be a thing. Timid Critter, thanks for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. When we can make a drag through in other classes? I haven't heard a date either. Hootsuite for that? Oh, you're right. I'm a pretty unprofessional professional, especially when it comes to social media. I look at stuff like that and I just get so tired. Twitch can do that. Twitch has a stories feature. I don't know if it has like a scheduling for stories. I don't know if anybody noticed, but I actually posted a Twitch story for the launch stream of the early access on the 22nd. I do not like being perceived. Wolfgang von Beck, thanks for a gift sub. I can hear Moosey moving around. I keep waiting for him to like come in. I did get Oofla Jax. It was one of the pets that I managed to get while I was leveling. The first and only person I've seen posting a Twitch story. I knew about them because I had read some headlines somewhere. I was like deep in the procrastination scroll and I read about them making stories doable for like 1 hour, so you could post like a going live story without staying up for 12 hours, because a lot of streamers do use stories to be like, hey, I'm live, but then it'll be up for like the whole day, whereas the stream is only a couple hours. Didn't know you were live. Saw that watching Zarya stream. Need to stop by yours. Oh, it worked for at least one person. That's good. It was live for 48 hours. That was a problem. I should maybe next time find the option to not have it up for that long. I've heard about the knocking feature. I don't understand, and I'm too afraid to find out. I don't know like how it works. I know it has something to do with collaborating, but I have no idea what the actual like practicality of it is. Such an ill-conceived feature. Yeah. Hates Anbu, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Also, thanks for the anonymous gift subs. Yeah, you can disable it. I haven't done so, but maybe I should. It's just never happened to me, so I don't know what it even looks like. People feel weird about it from the small sample size. Yeah. Yeah, I think if you want to set up a collab stream with somebody, which is a good idea, but it's probably best to get in touch with them beforehand. Like, remember that, there's like a WoW tip, a WoW loading screen tip somewhere that tells you that it's generally polite to, like, talk to someone before you invite them to a party? That's the same kind of thing. Oh, this is empty. We need water. On stream while they're live? Yeah. Zulus. Thanks for the gifts, though. Yeah, I probably should turn it off because I don't feature other people very much. Mostly just because whenever it's just me, I feel like I have a high level of control over, like, the rating. Not perfect, but my language slips up sometimes. But we can keep it pretty clean. And I feel confident that people will be able to get the level of stream cleanliness that they expect from this. And if I bring someone else on and I'm not as familiar with their content, it can be kind of jarring for somebody that's like, you know, somebody might have been watching for like 5 years and they're used to kind of putting me on in the kitchen and they've got like a 3-year-old around the background. I don't want someone that I invite on my stream teaching their kids words that they're not ready to know yet, you know? It's not that it's bad to say those things on stream, but because I always keep it so clean, there's like an expectation that I foster on purpose that it would, you know, that you can kind of trust it a little bit. Yeah, double gosh darn it. Exactly. I'm definitely not perfect. I do curse on stream occasionally. I am human. I do slip up, but we do our best. You can't opt out, but if you don't have any faves, no one can come knocking. Oh, I don't even know what a favorite is, but it doesn't sound like something I've done. My pup Ducky says hi to Moose. Oh, I bet Moose would love Ducky. Moose loves any dog that will have him. Moose wants to party with any dog that will give him the time of day. He loves them all. Can you come back up, kitty cat? Herbalism add-on. Am I using an herbalism add-on? I think I'm just herbing. My 2-year-old dog is watching. Don't teach her any bad words. Like, sit. Hi, sweetie. Hi, sugar bun. Dagiria, thank you very much for the brand new stuff. Appreciate it. So, if I was gonna... I should try and finish this silly... It's for like 46 gold and basically no experience. It's a gigantic waste of time, but I've come this far, like absent-mindedly working on this bonus objective. I feel like I should just finish it, if we can. Carmen Diaz, thanks very much for giving out some gift subs. My dog actually sat when you said sit. Oh. Oh man. The icon above the herb is probably part of the interact key function. It'll put icons above things when there's like an interact available for that. What a good dog. But because of the phrasing that I used when I was initially training Moose, the cheat code for having him actually listen to a command more reliably is to start the sentence with can you, and then like sit or come or whatever it is. If you just say the command, 30% chance. If you just say the command with the appropriate hand signal, 50% chance. Say the command and the hand signal and start it with the sentence, and now you're up to like 85, 90 depending on what the thing is. I think it probably did open a loot window, but I have faster auto loot enabled via Leatrix Plus, so it probably just loots really fast. I'm assuming. I could be wrong, but that's probably what's going on. Thanks for all the gift subs, guys. Dan man, please, appreciate it. They're on the outskirts. They're the big swobolds. Yeah, I've only got 2 so far. I was hoping I would find some indoors. I love Flurm. I'm keeping this 100 pet forever. Zulus, thank you for giving out a gift sub. Although if I ever need a not tenacity pet out, I mean, I guess I could make Flurm I could put him in the animal companion slot. That's possible. Oh, here we go. If only you could give him a knife. Do I have to do the campaign to get XP? Because I don't get any. Oh, You might level faster if you just spam dungeons, but you do need to do the campaign at least once to unlock things like world quests and skipping straight to the Isle of Dorn in your alts and stuff. It's nice to do it at least the one time. Dog takes her commands very seriously, mostly because she's wanting a treat of some sort, but she knows she doesn't always. Moose he's very smart, and he will take it more or less seriously depending on what he knows that I have for treats. And also novelty is a factor, so I tend to rotate what kind of training treats I'm using to make sure that there's always something new and exciting around the corner. Right now I'm using these freeze-dried anchovies, and he would move heaven and earth for them. So like, he's really good on walks right now. But after I finish that bag and we go back to beef liver, I betcha he's gonna have a bit of a, yeah, I don't know, I'll listen later kind of thing. Dog likes fish, but the cat doesn't. I think that is true and fair to say, but also Moose likes almost everything. He does love fish. Oh, for heaven's sake, it's back. I'm not doing it again. You can't make me. He loves eating lots of things. Oh my gosh, he tried to well, he didn't try to mug me. It's my own fault. I gave him a little piece of it. We were having fruit salad. I had bought these like pre-packaged fruit salads for the War Within. And I was sitting on a couch eating some. And I had a piece of like honeydew on a fork. And Moose comes and sits. He doesn't usually beg that badly. Also, this is level 80 rare. I'm just mooching. He sits right up in front of me, all handsome, and he turns on like the big goo goo eyes, and he just starts like licking his chops, and just like trying to sniff me, like, "Hey mom, what do you have there?" And I don't think he'd ever seen like melon before, because I'm not a big melon person. I don't usually buy it. So we Googled if he could have any, because we do like to give him different pieces of fruit to try, assuming that they're safe for dogs to have. So like definitely not grapes or anything, but we'll look up and whether or not he can have different fruits, and sometimes we'll give him a little piece. Banana's a favorite, but like it's like, oh, you want this? You like this ones? Like, yes, please. So I gave him a little piece of honeydew, and that's got to be like a top 3 food for Moose. He can't have very much of it because it's pretty sugary. But he was so happy. Avatar, thanks for the gift subs. Potato popular here for both dog and humans. Oh, thanks, Miss Goose. Cats also love freeze-dried salmon. Kira's, the only treats that she wants are the Greenies dental treats in the chicken flavor. And licky treats. Any kind of licky treat she will go nuts for. But if it's a hard treat, those are the only ones she wants. She doesn't want anything else. I've tried giving her little bits of like actual fish, actual chicken. Nope, not interested. No, thank you. Walks away. She just wants her greenies, and then she wants the tube treats. Any brand of the tube treats are great. Those are awesome. Those were hugely helpful in getting her and Moose to get along because they could share them. I could give some to Kira, then a little bit to Moose, and they would both tolerate it because they were both getting treats. Anonymous gift 50. Seriously, 50 anonymous gift subs. Wow. The hype train timer ran out. Strap in. We are instantly up to level 10 again. Insta. Never seen a level 10. We had a level 19 hype train at the top of the stream. She won't eat real food, just those crunchy green chicken ones. My main for the War Within is a gnome priest. She's holy as well as shadow. I'm kind of like split between the two specs. I'm gonna gear them both up. It's relief that she eats the chicken pill pockets. Poor Miss Kira was so sad when she had to get we had to give her like pain meds when she was recovering from her dental surgery, and it was just like a little squirt of a liquid into her mouth, but she hated it. And it had to be like a few times a day, and every time she was like, no. I felt like I was waterboarding the poor thing, and I was just trying to get it into her mouth. Eventually I found out that I could like squirt out some licky treat onto a plate and then mix in the medicine, and then she would lick that up completely. So we started doing that instead. Archon for Shadow, and then Oracle for Dungeon Holy, and Archon for Raid Holy, I think is the specs I've got set up. I just grabbed the Wowhead builds. I am not creative. I am not original. I do whatever the Wowhead build tells me to. Oh, here we go. My cat had conjunctivitis. We had the same problem. The little beast put up a huge fight. I always feel awful when she has to go to the vet because I failed her in terms of carrier training her. She doesn't like it. She doesn't like the vet. At this point, I've kind of given up and assuming that she's never going to be super thrilled on it. And I always feel awful because she has to go for her own good. And I know that I'm being a good cat mom by bringing her, but I feel like I'm like ruining her life because she's so mad. And you know, she's my baby. She's my baby girl. So it's hard. It always kind of bums me out on those days. How do you like the War Within so far? It's been really fun. It's really cool. I like feeling like I'm glad that the season doesn't start for a little bit and that I can feel like I'm not in a crazy huge hurry because I'm having fun just exploring and gathering and well, this one's a Lush Blessing Blossom. Leveling my first alt. I'm up to level 72. Meow, thanks for the brand new sub. Leaf Fall Down Boy, thanks for the brand new sub. Bloodrain with the gift sub. Blackfire Wolf with a brand new sub. Scoobs with a sub. Kezo3 with a 60-month race sub. One of our regulars, thank you very much. One of our cats loves the carrier, sleeps in it. The other one's terrified, has been since day one. Couldn't change it. Yeah, sometimes they're just gonna be like that. She's so good. I'm really lucky. She's very good at the vet in terms of being nice with the techs and stuff. Like, she's very sweet. She doesn't swat or, like, hiss or bite or scratch or anything like them. She'll try and scratch me when I'm trying to get her in her carrier, but it's not like a attack kind of thing. It's more of, like, she's trying to hold on to me so that I can't put her in the carrier. She's just looking for traction. 37% for the mount. Don't use Sky Golem. No, it's kind of ugly. I don't want to. Cat hates that. Moose likes it well enough. At least he likes going into the building because he knows that all of the people that work at the vet are in love with him. Because, I mean, they're dog people. They love all the dogs. But, like, they're always happy to see him and they've got treats for him. And it's like a party when he walks in the door and he loves that. But he gets kind of antsy when he has to wait in the little room for the vet to show up, and sometimes it takes him a while. So usually by the time the vet gets there, he's like over it and he just wants to leave. And then he's not very patient when it comes to the actual exam. And he's not aggressive, but he's squirmy for sure. Both my cats have never hissed or scratched. Making a lot of gold from early access. It's a loose crystal shard. That one's new. I don't know about that one. Thanks for the bits, everybody. Holy moly. I wonder if we have a meaningful amount of gold from like ore from the gathering we've been doing today. That would be kind of nice. So I got a 5-minute seeing the unseen buff. There's a loose crystal shard. Rough deep emerald shard. It's a currency. I don't know what's going on. That's just a regular Michael Bloom. I get squirmy at the doctor's office. Anxiety inducing. Don't blame my cats for being squirmy either. Yeah, exactly. 19 and 10. 75. Oh. Everything hurts. Is that an 80? It is level 80. I've made mistakes. I have regrets. We're gonna find a nice place to dismiss poor Flurm so he can hopefully live. Oh no, Flurm's dead. Oh, thanks for the gift subs. And King Jin Games, thanks for the gift subs. Shucks, guys. Okay. I gotta get out of here. We should go back to a safe spot and figure out where the next side quest is that I was doing. I am not making the finest of progress in this achievement. We are getting there very slowly. Blackfire Wolf, thanks for the gift set. Alright, we need routine maintenance. According to BTW quests, Routine maintenance starts. Man, this map has so many things on it. There'll be a little green, kind of like a tom-tom point. And it might be right on top of a quest marker. This is usually really good for finding it. Prerequisites. By candlelight up to into the deeps. Oh, I might not have done a prereq. Are any of those other? No, those are probably regular campaign quests. So I might need to do some of these. I might need to do some of these on my main. I don't know. Let's just see if we can find one that we can start. What about Envenomed Invasion? Prerequisites level 68. Okay. Level. This one. Yeah, okay, so this one starts down here. We can do that. Why don't you use Play Dead in your pet? Oh, I never picked it up. Oh, Canalana, thanks for the brand new Prime sub. Appreciate it.
Someone didn't get the message. These are earthen resources.
Man, it's so hard to fly by herbs. I feel like I need all of them. Maybe in another like 15 minutes before I go for the day. Also, oopsies. I should like stick them in the warbank and see if I can get started with alchemy with any of the stuff that I've made. I don't think I have crazy amounts of anything, but it's gotta help. It's gotta be something. What does my skill level look like for my professions? We've been gathering today. We're up to herb 48 and mining 31, apparently. Alex, thanks for the gift subs. Also, McDizziness. Appreciate it very much. Thanks for picking me. Stopping to mine everything just because I like doing it. I'm not sure if Prime subs count. The wording of the article makes it sound like just regular gift subs. Somebody said that a standard sub worked, but I'm not sure what any of the other exceptions might be. He's streaming. Gonna have to shell out 100k for the third warbank slot pretty soon. Yeah, I haven't started. Oh, actually, that's right. I'm gonna want to do it. I'm gonna want one to keep all. Oh, no. My mats are going in. Well, no, my first tab I'm keeping pet charms in. And I don't need an entire tab to keep pet charms in, but I like having the different tabs separate for like different categories. So what do they want me to do here? They want me to go get some galvanic glands. Yeah, we're gonna stick around for another like half an hour or so today. And then I'll be back on tomorrow. I haven't decided what time. Probably morning, I would assume. Prime sub definitely doesn't work. Any purchase sub, either for yourself or as a gift, works. Use my Prime sub and a gifted one sub. Didn't get the pet. Okay. What are you filling your warbank tab with? The second, so my first tab right now is just pet charms and other like sort of account-wide currencies. And then and it's not full by any means, but that's kind of what the category is for me. And then my second tab is gear, like warband bound gear that I'm trading around. I had been using it in the pre-patch event for the Radiant Echoes gear. And it still has, well, last time I checked, it still had Radiant Echoes gear in it. I heard that some of that has gone missing for some people. I've been too afraid to look. But yeah, I think having one for alt gear will be good. I haven't put any reagents in it yet. I might buy another tab so that I can designate one to reagents. Or maybe I'll just stick my reagents in around the edges. It's deleted at the moment for the warbank. My gear disappeared. I mean, I don't expect that to be a permanent state of affairs, but I'll be honest, just for me, if it did disappear forever, it would kind of save me the trouble of having to clean it up, because I already kind of sent around the stuff I was going to use. I have just like a bunch of random like int swords and stuff. Weapons, like most of the remaining gear that I haven't used yet is weapons that I don't know what to do with them. So if they were to vanish suddenly, wouldn't be the end of the world. Yeah, drops are live. Bismuth. Need it. Fourth Rock, thanks for the gift subs. Schrodinger's Echo Gear. Anyone unable to finish Halifal Sojourner? I've heard of people finishing it. What is this for? Oh, it's a bonus objective. I end up going into an area because there's a node there, like an herb or an ore. And then the bonus objectives just like get me going on autopilot. I just want to pick them up by default. Time gated, one quest, you have to collect things, hand them in. Oh, I see. That's good to know. Yeah, I'm still a 2-tab gamer in my warbank right now. I haven't spent the 100k for the third one. I must be getting close to 100k in gold. I spent down as much of my gold as I could before the expansion started, so I wanted to start pretty much broke. I don't think I spent all of it, but I must be getting close to 100k because I've just been selling stuff from leveling. I sold some enchanting mats early, I sold a bunch of fish, I sold just like little bits and pieces that you get while you're questing. Is it because you started the expansion without gold? Yeah, also, I mean, I've talked about this before, but I didn't want to spend the gold to unlock the warbank tabs until I knew what I wanted them for and felt like I needed them. I didn't want to have more space than I was ready for because I didn't want to feel like I was just going to make a big mess of more, you know, more space than I needed. Whoa, cool. Thanks for giving out 10 gift subs. Favorite type of easy node. They just stack them all right up. I've been so lucky with those so far. I've heard a few people have been getting just murdered by those, but I've been really lucky that they just don't spawn bombs on me. It's like I'm blessed. Tell Indy thank you, please. Indy, thank you very much. I'm looking in my I'm looking in my activity feed. It's like when you buy the massive house in Animal Crossing before you have the furniture. Exactly. West Zebra, thank you very much for the brandy sub. The overload wide explosion goes through Pally Bubble. Oh. Sadis, thanks for the brandy prime sub. I want to overload. Oh, actually. I guess overload anything. I have yet to overload any kind of thing. Maybe I'll just do the first one that I find to see what it does. Okay. Yeah, we've gotten off track. We're just gathering now. Yeah, I'll find a special node of each type to overload, and then I'll probably see if I can do any alchemy before I have to go. I don't want to leave. I'm having fun. Are you enjoying the BM changes? I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what they changed. I played some BM Hunter in Season 3, and a little bit of it in Season 4, and I've been leveling. Couldn't tell you what's different. Seems largely the same to me. I know talents must have changed because they like unspent a bunch of my talents, but I don't know what they did. I'm not that good at BM. I just kind of play it. That's true. I did play BM in Remix, but Remix doesn't count. I don't know if we learned anything from Remix, aside from how to run really fast. That's just regular bismuth. We do want it though. We won't say no. Remix is the true game. Turn on pet damage numbers, you'll see some changes. 100k plus pet crits. Oh, I don't even play with damage numbers for me. I feel like I only want my UI to tell me stuff like that if it's like some information that I need to take action on. Like if it's gonna change one of my decisions based on what the feedback is, that's something I want to see. But if it's just kind of like a numbers thing, those tend to kind of overstimulate me a little bit. Kathleen Wildstar, thanks for the gift subs. Also Selena R, thanks for the gift subs. McGowan with a 6-month resub. Happy half a year. What do I pick? Choice. 2 of my guildies are BM hunters. They own delves. Struggle just to keep up. This is doing something. Yeah, thanks guys. Holy smokes. You want to know something crazy? We have, on today's stream, past 2,000 subscribers. I never do that. Those are not normal Hazel numbers. Talents. Talents. Oh, I see. For a second, I'm like, wait, I don't have any new talents to spend. Yeah. I'm caught up. Self-X, thanks for the gift, sub. Like the coordinated salt belt. Been following your stuff on YouTube for ages. Happy to see you on to gift for my battle pet. Oh, shucks. I'm gonna be too excited to sleep tonight. Big streams like this always make you like vibrate. It's hard to calm down after. That's really sweet, guys. Shucks. Willow Night Song, thanks for the gift subs. I'm also happy with how we've done here. We've been gathering. I have a bag full of greens that I can more or less send over to disenchant. We've been completing bonus objectives for what? 46 gold. Wow. That's 46 gold I'm gonna get to keep. Is this a good herb? No, it's regular mycobloom, but we want it still. We need it. 6, how long does it take to calm down? Hours. Absolutely hours. Do you remember how high your sub count went last time? I don't remember. I could probably find out in the analytics. It might have a lot to do with how popular each expansion launch is as well, depending on how many people were playing Dragonflight launch versus War Within launch. That would probably influence it. Dark Ranger Sentinel, Pack Leader. I'm BM with Pack Leader right now. Hope they add these Cave Troll people as an allied race. Yeah, me too. I would be really excited if we get the Heronir. Also, not like kicking you out or anything, but didn't you have to leave? I thought you were going somewhere. Fancy cheese? Fancy cheese and coconut water. I think we're having I have to have a late dinner because I can't eat before yoga because that's a good way to see your dinner again very quickly. So we're gonna eat really late, and I think we're having a veggie lasagna, and I'm gonna have some garlic toast. I'm so excited. I'm gonna be hungry. Listen, I have no self-control, and this is fun. Alright, well, as long as you're not missing anything really important, it's not like you don't have like a dentist appointment or a eulogy to give, or nope, those are the only 2 important things. Thick fog. Oh yeah, that's right, I was questing. Sounds delicious. Lasagna, goat foods for sure. I bought like this pre-made frozen vegetarian lasagna from the store, even though I think it was like $10 whole, which isn't that much. I'm just complaining. But I bought it for the War Within specifically because I'm always like, oh hey, it's a frozen meal, convenient food, plus we can have leftovers. And I always forget that whenever you buy a frozen lasagna, they take like an hour to bake, and it's like so hard to find the right time to put them in because I don't want to leave the oven on if I'm not home. And usually in the hour before dinner, I tend to, like, we'll take Moose out for like a big walk or something. Dentist is next month. People are still alive for the most part. Nearly 3 a.m. for Ujjayi. This makes sense now. Oh man. I have a dentist coming up soon too. I'm trying not to think about it. I think it'll be fine. I just I'm hoping it'll be fine. If I go to the dentist and something's not fine, I might cry a little. Just because I'm not ready. I'm not ready for any surprises right now. I need everybody to just keep it together. I need my teeth to just stay in at the dentist next week. Not just for me, let's be real. Most Europeans. Oh man, it is super late for you guys. New Venari, thank you for the brand new subs. Brand new gift subs. Thanks for giving out some gift subs. Oh. I wonder if I would be less anxious about the dentist if I just had to wake up in the middle of the night for it. Like, as long as I didn't know about it ahead of time. If somebody just woke me up and was like, you have to go to the dentist. First of all, I would be like, but then, you know, you wouldn't have time to worry about it then. That's the part that usually freaks me out. Lip it war, thanks for the gift subs. Appreciate it. Also Grumpy Zim, a couple of gift subs. Whole days where you stream like this every week. Several times a week. Yeah, it was rough on our Europe friends. Hunter Dorlade, thank you for the gift subs. Alright. We're getting somewhere. Ghost in machine. Oh, I was supposed to. I'm supposed to start poking around with my materials soon so I can like turn off the stream in 15 minutes, but I don't want to. Same way with roller coaster, anticipation jitters can go away forever. They are truly almost, not always worse than the thing that you're afraid of, but a lot of the time they're way worse than the thing you're afraid of. What if your dentist randomly put a bag over your head and pushed you into a van? Is that less stressful? Oh, my dentist is getting a new dentist, and because my dentist is like retiring. And I don't know if I'm gonna like my new dentist or not. I have fairly straightforward teeth, so I don't think there's gonna be a problem. Technically a house visit, that's great. Hubby in the kitchen. Something smells heavenly. See y'all later. Have a great dinner. Alright. There's a treasure in Hallowfall, I'm pretty sure, where you go in a cave and there's like a book that you click on and it summons waves of mobs, and when you finish the waves of mobs it gives you like a 570 trinket, like a blue trinket. Summons a little shadow orb. I did that on my priest this morning because I needed a trinket real bad, and because Handy Notes showed me that there was a treasure there as I was flying by, and it was so sketchy. I was almost dead after every single wave. I realized at a certain point that I think the next wave spawns after you kill the last mob from the first one, or maybe it's on a timer, but it seemed like eventually I got to the point where I was like, okay, I've got one mob left. I'm just gonna spam heal myself because I know as soon as I kill this, it's gonna be another 5 of them. Oh, Profan Screeching, thanks for the gift subs. Also Jacksamir, thanks guys. Finally found one that works well with autism, weird pain sensitivities. Oh, that's wonderful. 34 slot bag I found hanging off that cathedral place. Yeah, I'm using it on my priest. I thought about sending it to an alt because I think it's warband bound. And I realized that my priest had 30, my main. And not like a new main. That priest has been my main on and off, but like for a long time. I don't know, she had 30 slot bags still. She was still using some Hexweave bags, so I traded one of them out. Did that on Drakthir, I had a hard time with it too. I'm super glad I did it, because I had a 530 trinket on still. So, it feels good to get it kind of sorted. Is there a mailbox here? Must be, right? I mean, I could drop a toy, but where's the fun in that? There is a mailbox, it's right here. Okay. I have to sort out my bags a little bit before I go. It's very important. I can't just leave messy bags. We're gonna vendor all the grays. And then I guess like unneeded blues, because I can't disenchant them on this character. Or anything that's like soulbound. But any BOEs I'm just gonna send to my priest so she can disenchant them. Commander Cat, thanks for giving out some gift subs. Another 34 slot bag from a Kajakola puzzle. In the Ringing Deeps. I did hear there were 2. That's good to know that that's where that is. I could probably use that one on my priest too. That'll be good to get. Okay, those are the soulbound ones. Oh, I got a seed. Rich soil can always be found at Beladar's Bounty. Oh, I haven't done the thing yet. I'll have to mess with that maybe tomorrow. Okay. Alright, so then... Also, I've started keybinding these Cave Dweller's Delight. You get these copper ones pretty often from treasures and stuff. And it's like a health pot. And even the copper ones are life-saving, especially when you're leveling. But even for like my 80, like that's the one reason I survived that is because I have those keybound. So if you haven't done it yet, consider. They're really, really good. And you get a ton of them. So I'm gonna send that. I could use the Warbank to move the things over, but honestly, I'm just gonna send her the herbs like that. That's really all the herbs I picked. I guess there's like 76 Mica Bloom. Also, it's my own fault. I don't have I haven't got any tools yet that'll give me more finesse and stuff. I bet you if we look for profession equipment, it's probably expensive right now, but like maybe if people are making it, herbalism tools. Is there like new ones? 100,000 gold. Get out of here. Absolutely not. Princess Mandarin, thanks for the brand new sub. That's a Warbank tab, my friend. Okay, the gardener's baskets are a little cheaper. I'll worry about it later. And then for the ore that was remaining, we can 30, 45. Yeah. I always like to check whenever I'm posting if a low price is just like a couple of units at the very top of the list. I'll sometimes like actually skip myself up there in price so that I'm not getting baited, basically. Tadri, thank you for the gift subs. Thank you one for like 20k. Only 500 gold on my server. I could totally use like the war bank to buy one in a different server. That might be what I'll do. The beef I should probably send actually to my priest as well. Also that ingot. I know those are valuable, but I need that too. I can use it for enchanting. Give her the beef. Give her the ingot. Yeah. More or less. Stormwraith, they're cheap before you spend 100k. Yeah, no one's spending 100k. Almost forgot the treatises for this first week. Some are really expensive. Most are 500, 750. Yeah, especially for something like that. I would just buy like... I would spend, you know, like under 1k gold for a piece. I don't want it the best one. I would just need something. Needs a strong word, but I think it's worth it. Okay, let's see if we can get started with alchemy. But flat is cheaper than even that. Yeah, I mean, if people are making them to level their professions with, then the prices of those may crash. For just like the basic ones. This is such a cute little kitty. I guess you guys haven't seen her in a little bit. Greebog, thanks for the brand new sub. I want to look at my alchemy real quick. I want to see my alchemy is still alchemy 1. I haven't done anything. Also, I can disenchant a few more things. I just can never think about what I might have been able to get if I vendored or tried to sell them. I like that you can just disenchant something directly and collect the appearance. It doesn't have to be like vendored. You could just DE it. Kind of nice. There we go. A little extra storm dust to work with. Almost halfway there for the Twitch mount. Nice. I'm not going to be able to stay on long enough to finish that here today, but you can work towards the drop mount on multiple streams, and I'll also be on tomorrow as well. Oh yeah, the alchemy people are like not here. I know it's early. And no one's expecting me to know my way around yet, but I already feel bad being like, I don't know where I'm going. That's the enchanting table. I think alchemy's like upstairs. When can we tune in to watch your stream after tonight, Hazel? Thanks for asking, John. My normal schedule should be posted under the stream. It is 9 a.m. Pacific through noon Pacific, so a little more Europe friendly, a little less Aussie friendly. And that happens Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Wednesday through Sundays, that's my normal schedule. Tuesdays are normally a day off for me, but because it's lunch, I think I'll do a little bit of an extra bonus stream tomorrow, and I'll do it at my normal time slot. So I'm going to start tomorrow's stream. Oh, am I really? Yes, I am. I'm going to start tomorrow's stream at 9 a.m. Pacific time and hang out and do a little bonus stream. I don't know what we're going to get up to, but something. What is that in Dark Iron time? Yeah, today is a bonus stream as well. Normally I take Mondays off, but it was the first day of the war with it. We had to log on. All right, what can I make? Nothing. Coreway Catalyst. Healing potions. Oh, I might need some new vials at some point. Just to have. Ah! 2 gold each! Each! I'm offended. Oh, man. Alright. So if I just, like, take this. Inflation! SB, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Sad-faced Aussie here. I am sorry. I'm not gonna make any promises, but I am gonna look into maybe trying to do at least 1 stream a week. You did do Tuesday last launch as well, but both only once. I think it's a good strategy. Yeah, I'm gonna be putting in a few extra hours for like this week and next week. Just kind of, you know, launch celebration. We've got drops, we've got gift subs. I'm making raid guides. But after season 1 starts, I haven't booked exactly when I'm doing this, but at some point in this range, season 1's gonna start. My birthday stream will be over. Raid guides will be out. You guys will be happily raiding away. You won't need me. I'm gonna take a week off to decompress because we're burning a little extra oil for a little bit. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna make up the time later. Thanks, DD Gig. Raving Matt, thanks for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Good call. Yeah. I know, I've been kind of daydreaming about vacation, even if it's just like a do a bunch of different hikes and fishing trips kind of vacation. I haven't been fishing in a little bit. And it's my own fault that I don't want to, like, if I do get like a morning where I don't stream, I don't really want to get up at the crack of dawn to go fishing. I just want to sleep in. But if I had 7 days off in a row, I would get up. Nice little Europe vacation. Oh man, you know as well as I do that I have never been to Europe in my gosh darn life. Maybe one day. Wouldn't that be crazy? Appreciate all your guides. Aw, shucks. This is my main. This priest right here. This is Inksy, the Insane. I am a holy / shadow priest. Took some time off work to play WoW, and instead I've spent 4 days cleaning walls. You need to start sometime, right? Rocking a week-long staycation. I'm so happy, it's embarrassing. Aww. Partner and I heading up to the cottage. Partner's ready to catch big fish. Nice. That sounds so fun. Are these like lake fish? Bass? Trout? Ocean fish? Real big fish? Focusing on gold making or gearing? A little bit of both. Honestly, I've been doing more collecting than any of those things. I've been just kind of doing a little bit of like, well, a little bit of everything. I've been doing some world quests. I've been doing some gathering. I've been doing some treasures. I've been doing a little bit of gearing. Nothing too crazy. I'm just kind of going where the wind takes me right now and sort of trying to learn things at my own pace. I thought I was going to craft a bunch of stuff with all these herbs, and there's not a thing. I mean, I guess we can make some healing potions. I guess we can suck it up and buy... Fine. Give me 200 of these things. Oh. Suck it up, buy some vials, and actually make some health pots at the very least. Oh, for heaven's sake. Oh, it might be profitable. That might be fun. Jedi Alu, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Lakefish, northern pike, and muskie. Ooh, fun. Big chompy teeth. What is my renown? I can show you in a sec here. 7, 5, 4, and 6. From nothing in particular. I haven't been like really... I don't know what I'm doing yet. That's just from questing, leveling, a couple of world quests here and there. Ornery Acorn, thank you for the 2-month resub. Algari healing potions. Are those better or worse? They're 3.5 mil health. They are better than the Cave Dweller's Delight. That is good. Can I actually sell those for profit? Because if I could make at least the gold I spent on the vials back, that would make me happy. Oh, or if we salvage... I can hear Moosey going crazy. If we salvage something. I don't have anything to salvage yet, though. Neutralize concoctions. Extract Corway catalyst from unwanted potions. Oh, I could maybe buy cheaper potions. Like, how much do those cave dwellers go for? If we're just looking at cave dwellers. Don't mind my caps. Copper ones, 9 gold each. Wow, those really are pricey still. Pumpkin Boo, thanks for giving out a gift sub. Oh man. Raven Matt's gone. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I got a little time. We can hang out for a little bit. Is there any other potions that are like cheaper than that are new potions? I feel like that's probably as cheap as it's gonna get. You can hear him. He's romping. I don't think I can bring him in here because he's in quite the mood, and I have this like peaceful little baby, my little girl. This is the spot. That's the good spot. I think that might be the little pig. Although he also has he has a lot of squeaky toys. They're one of my favorite things to get for him because if he's busy squeaking a toy, he's not tearing up my rug. And he doesn't destroy them quite as much as soft toys. How is our favorite kitty? She's so cozy. She's gonna be mad when I leave. I'm only gonna be gone for a little bit. What happens if you boop the snoot? No snoot booping. Like go logging into WoW? Thank you very much for the 6-month resub. I'm gonna just buy these. It cost me 474 gold. I'm gonna have to spend gold to make gold at some point. but I want to salvage those. Because I think if I post up these copper ones, if I can actually get 40 gold each, that'll fund the other ones that I was making. Creatures with Wings, thank you for the 2-month resub. Puppy used to chew my shoes, now she doesn't. That's exciting. I get so happy whenever I see like progress on something that used to be tough for Misty. He's like panting. He's like looking at me through the gate and panting. Kitty, are you sure you want to go out there? You know, up to you. You might get... Oh no, she's going back to the room. I might be able to do a little Moosey visit before I leave, but first I wanted to extract some... I wanted to salvage these. Oh, you can buy them. Okay, well how much are dilution solutions? I don't know if you could hear that, but he just burped. My dog belches. I don't know if they all do that, but he's the first dog I've ever had that like frequently and loudly burps. Like he'll be eating and then he'll finish eating and he'll kind of walk up to you and he'll look at you and he'll be like thinking and then it'll just like burp. I'm gonna get not 200 of those, that's crazy. Let's get like 100. No, that's gonna be Moosey, are you gonna come visit? You wanna come say hi? You're going the wrong way. Oh, hang on. Lucy. Hi. Hi. Can you touch? Good boy. Can you sit? Can you shake? Yeah. Good boy. This is my doggy. This is my boy Moose. Oh, you're wet. You're so wet. Why are you wet? Oh, I bet you went for a walk in the rain. Is that why you're so excited? You just got back from your walk? Whoa. Can you come? Yes, can you touch? Yeah, good boy! Can you sit? Yes. Touch. Good boy. Okay, go. That's my buddy. Hi, welcome back. Oh, see ya. He's doing laps. Hi. Hi. You're so wet. I don't have any towels in here. Well. That is still not high enough. That's as good a time as ever for me to wrap it up. I don't think I should really be touching my keyboard anymore. I need to wash my hands. I got wet dog on them. Salamir, thank you very much for the gift sub. Nalanthus, thanks for the gift subs. Creatures with Wings, thanks for the 2-month resub. Oh, thank you so much for all of the support today, guys. It's been wild. It's been crazy. I am going to be back on tomorrow in the morning. Sub count started the day around 714-ish, somewhere around there. And because of this promotion, because of the supported streamer sub pack promotion, we're at, I don't know if you're ready for this. Oh, hang on. There's another last minute one. Kaki Senpai, thank you for the gift subs. We are at 2,133 subs. Craziness. Greenbog, thank you. 2,134. Yeah. That's Pog if we've ever champed. Nice little sub triple there. I'm floored. I'm blown away. Thank you guys so much. I will be back tomorrow. Happy War Within launch day. I hope you have a fantastic time gaming. Appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.